There we go. Alright, let's see. I'm pretty sure I can finish this today. Nothing is stopping me. I'm gonna finish it today. If anybody pops in to hang out while I finish up this, picture that I've been working on for, like, this is, like, the 3rd day in a row. Almost. But it's almost there. Hello, everybody. This is KN from Sonic Song 182. One more time. We can totally finish this one today. Oh, and we've got some Chow Racing music going on in here, too. Alright, the only thing you guys missed in the meantime was that Sushi and I worked on the sandcastle over here. I'm gonna do more with Silver Psychokinesis later, but right now, just get these guys colored. Oh my gosh. This should be the last of all of it, so wish me luck, Team 182. Gotta finish this thing today. It's been taking such a long time, but I promised I'd show the whole thing, so here we go. Oh boy. Hello everybody, I hope you're having a great Thursday? It's Thursday today, right? I think so. Alright, let's go right into Blaze's art here, and let's get rolling. Tails, why are you purple right now? You should be orange. Thank you very much. Alright. Palette time. Oh, Blaze is like literally right there in my face. She's too big. Let's make her smaller so I can color pick from her without her being, like, in the way. I guess that's okay. Hello, all 81 of you guys! Welcome! I'm, trying again to finish this thing today. Like, that is the goal. Finish the drawing today, because it's taking, like, a million years, and I want to, finish this up. Whew! Blah. Here we go. Okay. Time to color. Today we must finish. I think the other 2 streams were already like 3 to 5 hours each, so this is definitely a long piece. That's kind of what happens, like the more characters there are, like, the longer it takes to finish. Except that Tamatoa Rouge one took me a really long time too. Hello everybody. I'll say some hellos once we really get going here. Maybe like 5 minutes in or something. But I am determined to get this done quickly today, so hopefully I can stay focused. That was cool yesterday that Platy and Ames both showed up by the end of the stream. That was pretty neat. Here we go. I don't know who might be around today, because these streams have been pretty impromptu, coming up out of nowhere. Just whenever I have some time to work on things. Here we go. Just right here. Getting in her little side floof right there. You know what, for this light coloring, let's see. Let's put this down here. Okay, I can see there are some coloring flaws already. Alright. Let's end this right there. Oops, too much. Oh my gosh! I'm painting on the square. Fool. I forget sometimes to move layers, so everything I just did, I need to erase that now. Oops. Okay. Let's not color on top of the square. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'll say some proper hellos once we get to about being 5 minutes in. At the moment, I just want to get Blaze up and going, like, right away. Because we gotta finish this today. There's, like, no time. Oh boy, I'll definitely make, like, a speed draw video of this one, because this process took, like, 3 different streams and it took, like, hours, so I think it'll be fun to see it, like, go by in time-lapse style, so it's, like, a lot easier to see it coming together since it took, like, 3 days to do it. Here we go. I think probably today I should definitely focus on coloring, like, a lot for periods of time, and then stop and answer questions, like, at intervals or something. I need, like, I need my staff to just, like, keep track of me while I'm in the stream and remind me that if I'm, like, slowing down too much on coloring so I get stuff done. I need, like... I don't know. I need a stream boss. Except I am the boss, so... Don't know what to do about that. Oh. Hello, everybody. Kendall Thomas asked, will you do another live stream tomorrow? Yep, tomorrow's the gaming stream, so that'll be like, what, a stream every day this week almost? Oh my gosh. Or at least almost every day. Phew. But yeah, the gaming stream is still tomorrow. That's when I'm gonna be with my ninja staff. Philip Yoon asked, would you consider Emu Emmy as a potential voice actor? I mentioned you on one of her live streams, and she wants your email. I don't know. I'm not, looking for more voice actors right now, and I'm not really sure, what Emmy's general terms are, but, I can definitely exchange emails with her. I'm going to meet her this weekend at Sonic Revolution, and I'm excited. She seems very nice. Like, I have only talked to her maybe, like, a little bit on Twitter, and, I watched the live stream she was in with, Mardik a little while ago when they were doing, the Perfect Cream, for Mardik/Evan's, Perfect Redesign streams, and she seemed very nice, and so I'm looking forward to meeting her and some other, people at Sonic Revolutions on Sunday. That's coming up so fast. I've been to one convention my entire life, like, in general, so... This is gonna be interesting. This is only gonna be like the second time I've ever gone to a con of any kind, and there's gonna be lots of people I want to meet there, and also lots of my friends already, like Steve and my cast. They're all gonna be there. Or, sort of. My staff is the ones who are gonna be there. Omega Fan 101, you didn't miss the hellos just yet. I haven't started them. I wanted to do some work on Blaze while everybody came in. Oh, I guess we're about 5 minutes in, so... I guess it's just about time for the hellos. King Yoshi said, Sonic Song, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy the videos. And Gamerhog said, this is my first time being in a YouTube video. Well, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Alright, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and do the hellos now that I got started on Blaze, but I'll move this over so you guys can see. There we go. Okay, hello everybody, now that everybody's filtered in, this is Sonic Song 182's KN, the director and voice actress for Blaze and Rouge the Bat on the channel, and I'm going to say hello to everybody who's in the stream anyway. Hello, 7 minutes in squad. Hello, AlleyCat98, Anthony Irvin, Ashley the Hedgehog, Aurora the Dark, Amy and Blaze, Blue Thunder, Cece's Imagination, Chell Atkins, Chloe Bosch, Clara Gaming 71, Elena Beatty, Phoenixarian Gamer, Gabriel Andrada, Gamerhog, Genesis Rodriguez, Golden Marcus, Jaden Bishop, Jamie Klinkoff, Janaea Jones, let's see, where am I? Oof. Jenny Villarin, Jesse Mead, Jonathan Pfeiffer, Juicy, Keely the Hedgehog, Kendall Thomas, King Yoshi, Kitten 200014, Kenja Silver just walked in, so did Kevin the Devil Hog, just walked in, Krillin the Commando, Lightning Striker, Little Paul, Luna Morgenstern, Lyrical Miracle 9608, Maria Ruby, Mario the Dark, Miriam Aka, Hello Missy Morbid and Nate Go, Nina Villanueva, Ninja Coddle, Omega Fan 101, Philip Yoon, Pixel, Plushy Child, Riolu 2007, Ronic Fantasy, ROS3 Dragon, Rouge the Bat, Ruby the Cat Editor, Sapphire Love 123, Sealka Doom 123, Sega-chan, Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow X251, Shinx, Silver Heart Girl 1001, Simply Sonic, Snowy Miku 65, Sonic-chan 27, Sonica the Wolf, Sonic Dude 6453, Sonic Speeder 77, Soniku Baby Blue, Static Shocker, Super Cheater 5, Suzy Q, Sweet Tooth 641, Swift Silvercat 98, T Bates, Tanya Carlin, That One Gamer, the Seaman, the Cartoon Critic, the DJ, the Gamer Draggy, Thomas Roll, Thord HS, Ultra Magnus, Vinyl Strawberry, and 2 more, Yad the Hedgehog and Z the Zebra. Okay, that's it for now, everybody. Hello, I am trying to finish coloring the Sonic Summer t-shirt design today because I would really like to have this thing done. I've been working on it for like 3 days. Some of you guys have been here for like all 3 days of me just streaming for hours trying to finish this thing while I actually have time. Oh boy. Look, we're almost there. We're working on it. Kendall Thomas asked, what is the app you color on? I'm coloring on Adobe Photoshop. I didn't start out with this as my art program because it's expensive and I couldn't afford it. When I first started on Sonic Song 182, I used a now very, very old program called MX Freehand. And, well, I did some decent art on it, but it was terribly limiting. I think that the good equivalent to Adobe Photoshop, if you can't afford something expensive, would be Painter Tool Sci. I've seen friends working on that program and it looked pretty good. Let's see. And I heard that GIMP was good too, but I've never used it before, so... Or I've never even really seen anyone work on it, so I don't know what to recommend about that. But yes, this is Adobe Photoshop. It's what I do all my drawing and coloring on. Here we go, let me just get this out of the way. Woo! Let's see. John Luand asked, Sonic Song, what's your favorite Sonic game? Mine is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That is my favorite Sonic game too. I got that when it came out. That game was my childhood, basically. Along with, you know, the other 2 Sonic games on the original Sega Genesis. But if I were to name some of the newer games, I haven't really owned a console in many, many, many years, so I've only played games that were on my Nintendo DS. So my favorite, more modern games were Sonic Rush and Sonic Colors on the DS. Those were very fun games. This is very fun music. Speedy Girl Best 2017 said, oh my god, the comments are fast. Yes, they are. I barely caught that last question. It went by really fast. And for me, as most of you guys know by now, most of the time I'm looking at my art over here, and I'm like the worst multitasker. So I'll look up at the chat briefly for just a second, and then like whatever I happen to see, like that'll be a question I can ask. Luna Amethyst asked, Sonic Song, would you ever want to cosplay? I've cosplayed since 2015 and it's really fun. I wouldn't mind trying it. It seems like it'd be more fun if you can make your own costume, and I'm like not much of a costume making person. My sister Ames has cosplayed before. She went to a couple of conventions where she made her own costumes. I think the first time she went as Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII. It was her Kingdom Hearts design, though, where she's wearing mostly black. And it was pretty cool how she put that together. For me, I don't know who I would cosplay. Probably somebody simple. Like, the first thing that came to mind is cosplaying Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. That'd be easy. I just need to find a big red cone to put on my head and a blue cape, and I'd be good to go. Yay! Susie Q said, did you ever get a fidget spinner? I didn't. I have no idea what I would do with one. But, I am a teacher, and all of my kids have fidget spinners. I guess what they like to do with them is, like, at lunch break they have spinning contests to see if who can spin them the fastest. I imagine that they must be like today's yo-yo or something. Just I'm guessing there must be some way to learn how to do tricks on them. I've seen some people do some creative things and try to do like tricks with them and stuff, but I think speed contests are what they're most commonly used for, but I do not have a fidget spinner myself. I'm not sure what I would do with one if I had one. Let's see. Nina Villanueva said, what grade do you teach? Well, I don't teach, like, at a school that has, like, grades and stuff. I teach at a school that teaches a skill. It's a special skill that I teach. But, so, it's all ages, really. I teach from, like, I teach kids as young as, like, 3 years old. And, older. So I have, like, a bunch of different age groups that I work with. There we go. This is some... Kendall Thomas said, fidget spinners are banned from my school because people get distracted easily with them. Well, they're designed to fidget with, I guess. That doesn't surprise me at all. I mean... I am not surprised to hear that, but I'm sorry if that's something that's not much fun for you guys who were playing with the fidget spinners. Sealka Doom 123 asked, "Do you use Toon Boom?" No, I have never used Toon Boom before. It looked like it'd be a good program to work from, and I think some of my animation friends worked with it, but the way I, like, the Ask the Sonic Heroes, and those shows they're, like, not even technically animated. I just drew, like, some key pose expressions, and then I just use, Adobe Premiere to just cut between them, so that's not, like, actual animation. But for those of you guys who were here yesterday, earlier in the stream, I did show you guys something I actually animated called A Squire's Dragonary, and when I do actual animation like that, what I do actually is I draw the pieces, or I make them in Photoshop, and then I put them into Adobe After Effects, and I animate the pieces in there like a puppet. I don't do frame-by-frame animation. I'm a different kind of animator. Sweet Tooth 641 asked, Sonic Song, what's your favorite part of drawing? The rough sketch, coloring, the finished product, or the support you get for it? My favorite part of drawing is making the line art. Like, coloring it is actually kind of a hassle. I mean, I color them because that, like, I like I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. I color them because I like to have a nice finished product, and I think they look great when they're colored, so of course I do color them, but my favorite part is making, like, the actual, you know, the actual drawing itself, like the line art. There we go. And probably I could be better at coloring. I like to do it myself. Musical Sushi was with me yesterday, and she showed me some really cool shading tricks. But I'll need to try them on, like, the next drawing I do, because in order to do the tricks that she showed me, you have to have your, like, layers labeled and very well organized beforehand, or else it's hard. And so next time, I'll try to be careful with the way I'm labeling my layers and stuff so I can try her thing, because her shading looks really good. Musical Sushi is a fabulous artist. I saw briefly that Ricky says Platy is here. So maybe she is, I don't know. I haven't seen her yet. She may be busy today, I don't know. She might be resting, or she might be at work. This is some slightly creepy sounding music. Here we go. There we go, I'm going into, Leopard Tud asked, am I late? Not very. We've only been streaming for like 19 minutes or so you're pretty early. I'm gonna be doing this for a while. I need to finish the art. SonicTron27 asked, blah, Ken, what's your favorite drawing you've ever done? And Chell Atkins said, I was washing dishes while watching the live stream. I can't even talk today. My favorite drawing that I've ever done? I wonder if I have it on my computer so I can show you guys. I don't know if I do. It would take some digging, I think, but, Well, my favorite drawing that I ever did, I actually have like a framed print of it. It was a project I did as a final in class, and it was two of my original characters made to look like they were on the Tron Legacy poster. That was a really fantastic drawing, I think. It's kind of old now. I drew that back in 2011, so it's been a number of years, but it still holds up. It was a good piece. Really solid. I spent like an entire day on it while I was like on Skype with Musical Sushi, and both of us were like, we were both doing our final project because we were in the same class together, and it took so long to do it. Oh my gosh. Wish I could. I don't know if I have a copy of it on my current computer. Let me check really quick if I can like send it to myself. Let's see. Because I think I have a copy of it on my other computer, which is totally separate from this one. One second. And also, I guess some of the things that I drew for my High Seas Honey show were pretty cool too. Like, sorry, hang on. Let me see if I can find. Well, that's a pretty good picture. Maybe I'll send that to myself too. Open. Save that. Desktop. Save. Okay, now where's the other one? That one was mighty and important. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Aha! Yes. Yep, wow, that was all the way back in 2011. Okay, let's see. And let's go to my email over here. It's like on like the wrong computer, so you guys like can't see it from where you are, but let me send it. I'm going to call it Drawings Woo, and yay, and send. Okay. Going in. This is the one that I mean. Let me see if I can, like, full screen this or something. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure how. Oh, gosh. Well, it's kind of small, unfortunately, but this was the one that I mean. I think this was my favorite thing that I drew. Like, if you guys could see, like, the HD version of it, it's pretty glorious. I think I could have done better on the cities in the background and whatever these, like, machines are. Like, I didn't know what I was trying to do. But I thought this one was really cool. Like, these are my own original characters, but it's supposed to look like the Tron Legacy poster, if you guys remember that from, like, way back. And then just really quick, this one was pretty cool. This one was for my High Seas Honey project. This character is saving this other character from sinking because he got caught up in a bunch of chain things. Yay! But yeah, to answer your question, I think those were my favorite ones. Alright, here we go. Alright, I need to get back to coloring. Blaze, it's time to color in the ears. What? Get out of here. Alright, and here. Jordan Tolkar said, wow, such lovely art. Thank you, that's nice of you to say. I'm glad you like it. Oh, I'm totally coloring out of the lines right now. That's okay, I'll fix it. Here we go. Luna Morgenstern just said, I just followed you on Tumblr. Goodness, we need a counter for how many times I, like, stumble over my words. I can't even talk today. That's weird. Thank you for the follow on Tumblr. The one that I use the most these days is Twitter, but I am still available on the Tumblr as well. And Vinyl Strawberry said, Sonic Song, who would you say is your favorite Sonic girl? It's hard for me to pick between, Blaze and Rouge. They're kind of on the same ranking together, so they count as being. I would say they're both my third favorite character after Knuckles as my number 1 favorite and Silver as my number 2 favorite. Let's see. I think I saw something like a second ago. Oh, Kendall Thomas said, Sonic Song, you missed the white stuff on Blaze's arm. Actually, that white stuff, that's part of her outfit that she's wearing here. She's wearing different clothes here, so that's why, like, she's wearing different gloves and she's not wearing her, jacket or these poof shoes. So that's why she doesn't have those white ruffs on her hands. That's, like, that's something else. Like, her, you can see from her Olympic Games outfits that, she doesn't. That's not, like, part of her arms. Let me see. What am I doing? Okay, the white parts now, I guess. See, I was supposed to label my layers with the right colors in order to do Sushi's special coloring tricks, but I did not do that before. I only just now started even thinking about that. I am usually more orderly with my files when I'm not, like, live streaming. It's hard for me to think well enough to be organized when I'm streaming. Jonathan Pfeiffer said, Blaze better not burn the volleyball. You know, I bet that would make this a much more dangerous game if suddenly the volleyball was on fire. I think maybe Blaze could win if she did that. Multimedia Fangirl 200 said, Sonic Song, is Platy coming or does she still have work? I don't know. She probably works today. So usually if she's available, she is always sure to pop on by. So I don't know. I think she may be at work today, but I'm not sure. Sealka Doom 123 asked, did you get any calls from Sonic Paradox? No, Sonic Paradox has never called me before. And I think they're kind of like a whole group of people. And so it would have to be like a specific person from Sonic Paradox. I worked with Sonic Paradox, Amy and I did, when they were doing their, musicals for the Sonic Heroes songs. We were in Seaside Denied, and the other one, Metropolis Mayhem, I think it was called. Oh, this is good music. This was originally from Sonic 3D Blast, I think? Or at least that's the first place I heard it from. Anyway, they've never called us before, but, we did work with them on those projects, and we were, the voices of Amy, Charmy, and Rouge in the next one that was coming out that was, I think called Casino Calamity. But it's been a while since then because, you know, all the animators, like, have busy lives and stuff, so, yeah. But, we've never been called by them, no. Oh my gosh, I think when I was a kid, I wrote a song to this music, but I don't remember what it was because it was so long ago. I mean, it was probably, it was probably kind of terrible, but... Oh, wait, no. Okay, I kind of remember some of it, but... Yeah, that was a long time ago. Retro Gamer 2002 said, do you think if Blaze took Mario's Fire Flower, she would turn into Burning Blaze? You know, I don't think so, but Blaze in a Fire Mario outfit would be fun to draw. I would totally do that. I just have other things to draw at the moment. But I don't think she'd turn into Burning Blaze. She'd just be like, have extra fire boosts. Okay, this is the white. This is now red. Oh, I keep not actually getting the color picker to work. Ah! That was very much out of the lines, Miss KN. Let's not do that. Or at least not for too long. SonicSean27 asked, Sonic Song, who's the hardest character to draw? I would say Vector is the hardest one to draw, or any of the Babylon Rogues. It's because their snouts are so hard. Like, drawing Vector's long nose and then, like, making his mouth work is a challenge, and Jet, Storm, and Wave have, like, the same issue. Sonic Speeder 77 said, KN, can you say no, I'm the coolest in a Rouge voice? You asked me to do that yesterday, actually, and I did do it, but I'll do it again. No, I'm the coolest. What's that? Santa the Suncat said, I have a joke. What do you say to people in the trash can? They were trashy. Oh no, it went away. I'm missing the punchline. They were trashy, but I didn't know they were this trashy. Oh my. She says, I hope this makes your day. Thank you, Santa. GW Studios 34 asked, how long does it take to film Ask the Sonic Heroes? It depends. The current episode, I've been editing that thing for weeks now. It just takes a lot of time, and I also, like, you know, I've got a regular job. Oh my god, yes, Red-Eyed Blaze. She has gone insane. Oh no! This is what happens when you play volleyball with Blaze! Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I had the wrong color. Here we go. Okay, need to get her actual eye color. Thank you very much. There, now we have, like, normal Blaze. That'd be a fun series of drawing like everybody in, like, dark mode. Don't play volleyball with, like, evil Blaze. Lightning Striker asked, Sonic Song, have you heard of Shattuck? Is that the one that Sonic and Shadow fuse into in the Nazo Unleashed video? What color do I even... Oh. If that's the case, I've heard of him. I don't know that much about him. It's been a long time since I watched Nazo Unleashed. Like, I've seen it, and I know that there's, like, a sequel one coming out, but, yeah, it's been a while. I've heard of him, though, at least if that's the correct character. Oh my. Josh Cook asked, Sonic Song, are you better at drawing by hand or on Photoshop? I'm not good at either. You would get good if you practiced enough. I mean, I wasn't good when I first started drawing by hand or drawing on Photoshop. It's just that I did it enough and I enjoyed myself and didn't get discouraged, so that I just kept doing it. And then that's how I got to be decent. I'm better at drawing on Photoshop than I am drawing by hand. When drawing by hand, I've always had positioning issues. Like, I'd always draw characters too far from each other, or, like, a character's head tilt was totally wrong. But when I'm drawing by hand, like, it's so hard to fix it after a certain point. And, like, when I'm drawing on Photoshop, I can change those things nearly at any time. And it's, like, it's just so much easier to get the positions, fixed. So, I would say that I'm better at doing digital art than I am by hand, doing hand drawings. Ooh, nice music. Okay. Sorry, I was flexing my hand. Been doing so much with it lately. Oh, wait, I just saw something that needs to be fixed here in Blaze's line art. It almost doesn't exactly matter what line I do this on, but I'm gonna do it on the appropriate one. There we go. There we go. There's some interesting music going on. Lucky Chaos asked, I was in the shower, what did I miss? I'm not sure, I don't know that you missed anything, really. I've just been coloring Blaze, and we've been chatting, and, I accidentally colored her eyes red because I didn't get the color picker to pick up the gold properly, and then I made her evil blaze for like 3 seconds. That happened. Genesis Rodriguez asked, which Sonic character was the first one you drew? Oh gosh, I can't remember because it was when I was a really little kid. It was either Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles. Like, I feel like the first one I must have tried to draw would have been Tails, because I was a fan of the series by Sonic 2, even though I played Sonic 1 and I liked it, but I really got into it like once Sonic 2 came in. So like I must have tried to draw Tails before Knuckles was a thing. So I would say probably Tails. But like those three and like Dr. Eggman or Dr. Robotnik were the ones that I drew when I was younger, so it was like them. I'm pretty sure it was not Dr. Eggman that I drew first though. He was hard. I don't remember drawing him very often. I wish I still had it, but I remember vaguely that I once drew like a whole comic about like Sonic getting captured by Dr. Robotnik, and so Tails and Knuckles teamed up to go save him from the lava reef zone. And I don't remember much about the details, except I recall that I made it as like dramatic as humanly possible. I'm pretty sure like there must have been scenes of like, you know, somebody falling off of a cliff and being like, and you know, just being as dramatic as possible. That's just how I was. I liked making serious, life-threatening drama for the characters to have to handle. Santa the Suncat said, I so can't wait for the shirt. Oh, me neither. This is gonna be a good one. I'm excited. Cause like, with the other shirts that we did, Kissed by the Coolest, I had already drawn the artwork, and so it wasn't like made for a shirt. It was just like something that was funny that everybody asked for to be on a shirt, so I gave it a try and that was fun. And then the Chaotic Special Unit shirts, the SCU ones, that didn't require any drawings. That was just, they just had like logos because it was supposed to be kind of subtle merch. This one's exciting because it's like I'm specifically drawing this as a shirt design, so it was really neat to like think about how to compose it, and everybody voted on the characters that were gonna be in it, so it was it's been exciting to work on. Masca Terry the Dragon 808 said, Sonic Song, what was the first Sonic game you ever played? Well, I think Sonic 1 was the first one I ever played when it came out, but I was like tiny, and so I was not good at it. I was better off with Sonic 2 because I could be the invincible sidekick. I found a spot. There. Did you guys see it? The spot is right. Oh my gosh, there's spots everywhere. I just saw them. Where did all these spots come from? This drives me crazy. There's 3 different spots. And they're all different colors. What is this madness? What is this madness? Do you guys see those dots? There we go. I am the dot finding champ. It makes me crazy. I don't know how I do this all the time. Like, where do these dots come from? How did I make them and why are they here? Okay. Okay, I found them. Just wait till I find like a bunch of white dots everywhere that I didn't notice before. Okay, good. Back to coloring Blaze. Like, I'm gonna make her, her athletic beach gear look kind of like her normal outfit. It's just more recognizable. Alright, here we go. This really should be like in a lower layer. I don't know why I'm trying to color on top of it. It just makes life harder. There we go. She's just wearing her athletic beach gear. No bikinis. I think that would be difficult to play volleyball in. If somebody wants to play volleyball in a bikini, that's cool. But, Amy and Blaze wore something that was, easy to move in. Matthew Albrecht said, what other Sonic OCs do you have and don't say Maria? Well, it's kind of hard to answer that question with not Maria, because I didn't really make Sonic OCs. I wrote stories and, like, made comics about the actual characters. Like, there's one other, like, little story that I tell about, like, this blue echidna named Vault, but he wasn't really an OC. Like, I didn't give him a personality or do anything with the character or include him in stories or anything. But there was, like, this glitch in, Sonic 3 and Knuckles when you hit the signpost when playing as Knuckles, and, like, you can pause the game at exactly the right moment to where the sign has, like, a little glitch in it where Knuckles' image on the signpost is colored blue, like Sonic. And so all I did was I nicknamed that character Vault, like this, V-A-U-L-T, like a treasure vault. And, like, that's the closest thing to a fan, like a Sonic OC that I have ever had aside from Maria, but again, he wasn't, like, it was more like a glitch that I nicknamed that I liked to, see sometimes, so I would do, like, the signpost glitch just so I could see the character and be like, hello, Vault. But, yeah, no, like, I never included him in, like, any stories. I didn't do anything with him. All he had was a name and a way to see him in the games, like, as a glitch, so that's it. I didn't make any more. SealKadoom123 said, what character OC would you make in Sonic Forces? Also, maybe you should make Vault in Forces. Well, I've said before that I would do Maria in Sonic Forces, because she's the only OC, kind of, that I have, but the problem with making Vault is that I think you cannot make Echidna characters in Sonic Forces. I'm guessing, like, that's what I know so far. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, that was a thing, that you could not make Echidna OCs. And so, well, that would kind of defeat the purpose. I think maybe the reason why they don't have you make Echidna OCs is because Knuckles is supposed to be the last one, and that would be, like, canon breaking if, like, suddenly there were thousands of Echidnas just running around saving the world. But, yeah. I never had another I'd never made another, OC, so, like, Maria's the only one I have. Here we go. Amanda Lout asked, which do you like best, Maria the Hedgehog or just regular human Maria? Well, regular human Maria was in, like, one game in, like, well, I guess maybe technically two, like in Shadow's flashbacks and stuff, so there's not a lot to work with her canonically, so I have more of an attachment to the Hedgehog one because I've worked with her more, and I think the stories about her are interesting. I'm not the only one with a Maria Robotnik the Hedgehog OC, like, lots of people have that character, and so I enjoy seeing what other people have done with that concept. But at the same time, there is so much really, really, really cute fan art of Shadow and Human Maria, just, like, being bros on the arc, and I love it. It's so cute. So it's hard to say. I guess I would have to say I have more of an attachment to the Hedgehog one, but I do really like the Human one as well. Okay, what am I doing here? Alright. Next. What layer did I color that on? I think it's... Okay. I'm getting mixed up about what layers I've colored on. Ellie Turley said, your art is amazing. Aw, thank you. It's nice of you. I've been practicing for many, many years at this point. I had to learn over time. Sonic characters were kind of hard to draw. Actually, when I was first learning how to draw Sonic characters, I had to trace them off of, like, the video game, like, box artwork. Because, like, as long as you're not claiming it as your own and you're not, like, tracing other people's fan art, because that's kind of rude. I don't think that there's anything that long with using tracing as, like, training wheels or to help you learn at first so that you can get used to the way, like, the lines work. But, like, you gotta move on from that as soon as you can. Like, don't use it as a crutch for very long. Little Paul said, I love Blaze's summer outfit. Thank you. She's wearing some athletic volleyball gear at the moment. Something, like, easy to move in, but a little bit lighter. Mario Hara said, I used to recolor Sonic X screenshots. Well, you know, that's something too that helps you design, like, new characters. Again, that's another thing that one shouldn't rely on for too long, because, you know, you gotta move on so that you can, you know, learn how to do your own art. But, you know, if you're having fun, then that's cool. That's cool too. Jean Zenny Heredia said, "Hello, Sonic Song, I'm back for part 2! Actually, this is part 3! This is the third one of these live streams where I'm trying to finish, getting these things done. You know what? I'm gonna do a little bit more with her shoes down here. Let's go back into her line art. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna do her little striped thing on her shoes. What am I doing? Okay. Alright, that looks fine. I guess I'm just gonna make them look like her regular shoes. 'Cause, I think maybe Amy's gonna have red shoes. Oh boy, what's going on there? I think Amy's gonna have, like, normal red shoes, so I'm gonna do this one for Blaze, I guess. Elena Beatty said, which one, Cream or Bunyiri? I would have to say Cream. I'm more attached to Cream the Rabbit as a character than I am to Bunyiri as a Pokemon. I don't even know if I've ever had a Bunyiri on my team. I think they're really cute, though. They're very cute, and I think that the cartoon, the anime of Pokemon had like a main... Some main character had a Bunyiri as their Pokemon, but I'm not sure who that was. Well, that's a big question. Sanders Smill asked, what makes you happy in life? Whew. Well, creating, I guess. Like, my favorite thing is to write stories and, draw. Just, like, I like to make things. I feel the happiest when I've been, like, productive and I just made something, or I'm in the process of making something I'm really proud of. Unfortunately, also, at times, that can be stressful, too. So it can, you know, but when I'm not stressing out about it, or, like, about deadlines or anything, and I'm just sitting there having a good time, like, that really, just creating things has always motivated me by, like, a lot. That's basically what my life revolves around. Like, to the point where it's difficult for me to sit still and, like, just watch, to watch a cartoon or a movie, or read a book or something that I'm looking forward to reading or watching, because I always feel like I need to be making something. Like, if I'm not in the process of making a thing, I feel, like, antsy, you know, like I'm wasting time or something. So I guess I would say what makes me the happiest is being productive with projects that I'm proud of. Whether they're just for me and, like, nobody else ever sees these projects, or if they're, you know, or if I'm making them for other people. I enjoy both. I think that's what I would say. You know, aside from, like, you know, I think you probably wanted an answer like that more so than something like, of course, like, the default, my friends make me happy, my family makes me happy, like, fresh air and getting exercise and feeling healthy, and, just, you know, just feeling good. Goodness, this is some high-pressure music that just happened. I just caught, like, at the last second, Milo Mooney said, can we have the Chaotix in more movies? I want to put them in more things. We'll have to see if I can get them in more as things like hosts in Ask the Sonic Heroes. The Chaotix are kind of specialized to where there need to be, like, certain projects where they really fit, just because there are so many characters in the Sonic Heroes. Aside from the Sonic Heroes, Ask the Sonic Heroes, there's also, like, the plush movies. I really do want to put them in more plush movies, but the plushies, like, they live at my sister Ames's house, and we don't live in the same town, like, at all. It would take, like, It would take a day of travel. Like, I'd have to, like, she lives so far that I'd have to, like, fly to get there. So they live over with her, and so they're not accessible to me at this time, but maybe at some point they can migrate to me so I can make, like, Sonic Chef. I really want to make Sonic Chef videos with the Chaotix because they're really funny when they cook. I enjoy working with them. Dav Gamer asked, will you be going to BronyCon? No, I will not. I casually enjoyed the show, like, for the first 3 seasons, but I've never, like, been involved in the fandom or anything. It was a really cute show, but, I don't think that would be, I don't think I would be going, no. I think I've got some friends who would probably enjoy it. I'm not sure I know exactly what to do with myself there. Like, I've only ever been to one convention in my life, and it was an overall, like, general anime-type convention, so there was a lot of stuff there, and I went with a group of friends. It wasn't quite as specialized. Jesse Hughes asked, when did you first decide to make a YouTube channel? Also, my friend and I are some of your show. I think there might have been a typo in the comment, I'm not sure. But thank you, as for your question, when? Gosh, I can't exactly remember when I made my first YouTube channel. I could look. I mean, Sonic Song 182 was not my first YouTube channel. I actually had another one where I made different projects with, video game sprites. I had some sprite shows that were pretty fun. They weren't, like, very good, but I was having fun, so whatever. They didn't have to be good, as long as I was having a good time. And that's, like, where I first learned how to work with voice actors, was when I was making those, video game sprite shows. But, let's see. I can look that up on my other computer to see. Like, I have my little laptop sitting next to me, and then I've got, like, my big, scary desktop computer that kind of explodes sometimes. Let me look when that first one was made, in which I had 170 subscribers. I was mostly just a voice actress, but I did have projects I was making myself. Alright, when did I make this channel? November 9, 2007. That's when I made my first YouTube channel. And again, it was just, for, like, voice acting, and I had a little project I was doing over there. What happened was, I had, like, my brother told me about YouTube first, and he said it was, like, cool, and I could type in anything. He's like, type in anything, and, like, it'll find videos of it for you. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Because this is, like, when I for, like, the first time in my life had access to high-speed internet. Like, we didn't have internet that was good enough to, like, stream videos back in the day. But he told me to look up anything. I remember I looked up, like, monkeys for some reason. And I was like, oh, cool, monkey videos! And then I started watching, like, a bunch of, like, Kingdom Hearts music videos and stuff. That was my thing back in the day. But it was in 2008 that that I made the Sonic Song 182 channel with my sister Ames. And that was because we had, like, a little musical that we wanted to do. Like, it was the Sonic characters in the musical for Wicked. And we didn't think that would fit quite right on our regular channels. Like, Ames also had her own, like, normal channel, too. And so we were like, well, these don't really belong on our current channel, so let's make another channel for it. And that was June 29th, 2008. It's, almost... What is that? It has almost been 10 years since Sonic Song 182 was made. Next year, on June 29th, it's gonna be the 10-year anniversary. I just looked up and saw Silver Mayal quoting, oh, cool, monkey videos! Yep, that was the first thing I ever looked up to watch on YouTube, monkey videos. I don't even remember, like, specifically what I saw, just that I was like, oh, cool, monkeys! Alright, let me see. I think that's all of Blaze's coloring. Oh my gosh, there's so many layers. Onions have layers. Sorry. Colors? Okay. let's put that right there. So now Blaze is colored. There she is. Alright. Now I can turn off her art palette. That only took 54 minutes. This isn't good so far. I need to speed it up. Oh, okay. Janaea Jones said, Nux, thank you for responding to my YouTube comment the other day. You're welcome. Sometimes when I'm able, like, I don't have time to answer all of the comments, but sometimes when I can answer some, I always enjoy doing that. Also, hey, Platty, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning. Afternoon.
I just woke up.
Hello. I thought you would either be at work or sleeping from being at work late, because you had work late yesterday.
Yeah, I left work like, God, I left work at 11, and it was a sad thing.
Yeah, I sort of figured. Hello, how you doing? We were just talking about the first YouTube search I ever did in my life. I searched up.
Oh my goodness.
The very first YouTube search I ever did was monkeys.
Oh my goodness.
My brother told me that YouTube was a thing that exists, and he's like, type in anything you can think of, and there will be videos of it. I'm like, okay, monkeys!
My first YouTube search, oh my gosh, that is a very oddly specific question.
I know, it was a...
Oh gosh, what year was it? It was probably like 2006? I want to say it was like 2006.
I think mine was like 2007.
2006 or 2007.
That was 2007 for me.
Yeah, I think it'd be the same thing for me. I think the first thing I found on YouTube was a re-upload of Sonic Joins the Brawl.
What's that?
It was the Sonic reveal trailer for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. With Live and Learn as the background music.
There we go, that looks better.
Let me check and see what the chat is saying. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have some Pop-Tarts and...
Well, Sanders Smill said, when can we support you on Patreon? I am still considering putting one of those together, because everybody, like, so many people ask, and again, like, if just, like, you know, if people would donate, like, just $1, like, in a lot of cases, like, a lot of people donating $1, like, ends up racking up to being a lot, and so, like, even just, like, anything at all would just be, like, really helpful, and I would appreciate it so much. Like, I think ever since I came back, at least, like, once per stream, somebody asks, like, if I have a Patreon yet, so I think it's kind of in high demand.
You should get a Patreon.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think it would be difficult for me to do, like, reward tiers like other people do on, like, Patreon, at least to start with. So I think probably what I would need to do is start with something really simple, and then, like, build up things with reward tiers later. Because, like, I don't know. It seems a little daunting.
Well, I mean, I believe that you could figure something out.
Yeah, I think I'll do it, since so many people are frequently asking.
People want to give you their money, KN. Don't deny them their generosity.
Well, I do genuinely appreciate everybody's willingness to help me out. I mean, you know, if the channel makes a certain amount of money, then, you know, I can keep working on things and doing more with the channel, so...
Shut up and take my money!
Oh my gosh. I have been sent that GIF before on a number of occasions.
Yep.
Alright, where am I? Where's Amy's line art? There it is. Oh, right over the volleyball. This is gonna get mixed up. Let me put this over here.
I am so sleepy.
Platty awakens! Miracle 9608 said, throws my money. Thank you.
And that'd be worth more because he lives in England.
Ooh.
So he'd be throwing you pounds.
Oh boy. That sounds painful, getting pounds thrown at you, but...
Oh my gosh. Sonic the Night Guard asks, Platty, what does your Omega voice sound like without the audio effect?
The Omega voice just sounds like this. It is lit.
I mean, it sounds pretty convincing even without the special effects, which I think is pretty important.
Yeah, that's the thing, it's like, you can't just do, like any voice and then put the effect on it.
Yeah, it'll sound like a robot, but it won't sound like Omega, the robot.
Yeah, otherwise it'll sound like an alien. Sonic 27, Platy, what are you planning for the summer besides work? What's planning? What's summer? All I know is when I work next.
You know what? That was pretty much, like, I got asked that question yesterday, and that's, like, exactly what I said.
See, because, like...
That's what happens
when you're
an adult.
Summer doesn't exist. It doesn't.
It's just the warmer work season.
Exactly. It's kind of depressing.
Oh, no.
Also, chemical plant just got announced for Sonic Mania.
I saw that, actually, on Facebook
today. It looks
today.
so rad, right? Really putting the chemical in the plant.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks neat. Do you know if there's gonna be many original levels? Because most of what they announced were either levels that were originally cut from previous games, or they were remakes of classic levels.
Well, Mirage Saloon is a reference to Dusty Desert Zone. Like, it is a reference, but it is primarily its own original stage. And then their Studiopolis. Like they said, I believe it was like 90% new, like classic levels and like 10% original levels.
Oh, well, that's kind of a bummer. Maybe they'll be allowed to flex a little bit more on the second one. Like, I'm sure they're gonna have them make another one, and like they gotta play it a little safe for the first one.
Well, we'll see what ends up happening. Either way, I'm super grateful that they got like this team of fans to do this amazing game.
Yeah, that is one good way to get what everybody needs. I'm looking forward to seeing what they'd be allowed to do when they can be more flexible with like level design and stuff, because fans can bring some really new and unique things to the table once they're allowed to.
That is very true. Like, when I saw
oh my god, this is Amy's arm. I'm just over here coloring Amy's arm wrong. I thought it was part of her hair because I wasn't paying attention. There we go.
Pop-Tarts.
Oh man, you're making me hungry. I want a Pop-Tart.
Senator Suncat asks, Platy, are you still going to sing until Sonic's birthday? I remember you telling me on my first joining Livestream. I really want to know. When my voice heals up 100%, because right now my voice is still kind of raw, just in general. So, once my voice is all healed up, I'm probably not going to be singing until Sonic's birthday. I'm probably going to release like 2 videos. Which, I mean, considering my release schedule, it's kind of still a big deal. Because I don't release videos a whole lot.
Well, once you do your songs, Platy, toss me the link, I'll retweet it for you so to help get the word out about it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Janaea Jones asks Platy what kind of Pop-Tart it is. The best one, frosted strawberry.
Oh my gosh. You're killing me, Smalls.
Go get some food.
I'm too busy.
Oh my goodness, I'll keep the stream busy while you go get food.
Technically, I have food next to me, it's just I'm too busy coloring to eat it. I have like a yogurt over there. I'm determined to finish this. We're an hour in and I only colored Blaze. Oh my god, a dot! Where did this dot come from? You guys!
Pop-Tarts are good. Platy, what's your favorite flavor?
When did this happen?
What'd you do? What did you do?
There's just a tiny dot, like, here on Amy's arm, like, for no reason. I don't even know where it came from. And everyone's been watching me find, like, these dots just out of nowhere. This must be part of Blaze's art.
Yeah, I'm seeing hashtag find the dot, trending.
It's not part of Blaze's art. Amy! Where is this art coming from? Well, now I'm awful confused. What's this? It's part of Shadow? Shadow, you dork! Like, what part? Which one of you did it? I'm sorry, this drives me nuts. I like spaz out whenever I see the dot. It's so hard to find again. It's in here somewhere. Oh, that was in Shadow's line art. Aha.
Silka Doom 123 and a bunch of other people are asking how I'm doing. I'm doing well. I'm just healing up my voice a bit. Probably gonna brew myself some tea after I'm done with my Pop-Tart.
No, that's her arm! I'm going crazy, I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Yes, now we have somebody here to properly do the oh-no's.
Matthew Albert asks, Platty, do you roleplay? You know, I used to roleplay Hetalia, really, passionately. I was such a big Hetalia roleplayer for years. And, I don't know, it just lost the appeal to me. Now I only just roleplay amongst my friends, and it's usually just small stuff. It's not even real roleplay. It's just casually putting in asterisk actions into my text. KN, if she's feeling bad, I'll just put a little asterisk pat.
Yeah, I used to be a big role player also, but it was, I did the whole big thoughtful paragraphs thing. I was a Tumblr role player actually for a year. Actually, I think it was more than a year, and I was really, really into it, but I mostly just do if I'm not just doing the little asterisk roleplay thing, just with my personal friends, I'm just I do some paragraph roleplay still with Musical Sushi and Ames actually. That was what that's what our Pokemon story was. It's a roleplay technically. Nope. I just thought of something.
Believe it or not, after all this time, never once have I ever roleplayed a Sonic.
That's A-okay. I've never roleplayed as a Sonic character either. I was in a Disney roleplay group.
I still think that's interesting.
Yep, I don't think that should surprise anybody. I love Disney.
I'm just thinking to myself, I'm just imagining Goofy and Donald, just Goofy and
people didn't generally
Goofy
play as
at some point.
Oh gosh, you'd be good at that, but Goofy and Donald, the classic Disney characters were not very commonly used in the Disney roleplay that I was in. My main character was Prince Hans from Frozen. I was in the villain crew. But I also played, I had a few characters. I played Tadashi from Big Hero 6. I played Iago.
Tadashi, my babe.
Yes, I also played Iago from Aladdin. Because he was loud and somewhere in the middle. My favorite characters generally were to play, the kind of on the line of good and evil characters, the kind of morally gray ones. And my Prince Hans was very much a morally gray character. It was him, after Frozen, trying to, learn his lesson and try to, Actually, he made, good friends with Mary Poppins, who was trying to teach him to be a good person. Because he was such a jerk.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, my other main character was Denahi from Brother Bear, because that's the Alaska Disney movie, and that's where I'm from, and Denahi is, super cool. Those were my Disney role-playing characters.
I would roleplay as Goofy just to break the ice and just to shake things up.
Yeah, you'd be cute.
I just make it super heavy-handed and super serious.
Oh my gosh.
It's just
Goofy walked on up to Sauron's, and I don't know how I'm gonna be paying rent this month.
You would have been perfect in that roleplay group though, Platty. We all took life very seriously. And generally everybody loved it when you could
Goofy not paying rent.
Goofy's big rent adventure. Well then
Lord, I don't have anybody to pay my rent.
Well, how am I gonna feed Max?
How am I gonna feed Maxie?
That is exactly the kind of thing.
My niece is woken up. Everybody say hi to my niece. Her
Hello,
name is
niece.
Sarah. She is my favorite. She's my nugget.
Hello, niece.
Mwah. Say hi, everybody.
Hi. Aw.
Can you say I love Sonic?
Sonic.
Oh.
She does. She really, really does.
Oh my gosh, that's really cute. Hello. Hello,
You watch
Flighty's
Sonic
niece.
all the time, don't ya? Who's your favorite? Is it Sonic? Is it Tails? Is it Knuckles? Or Amy? You like Amy? Aw, that's good. I think she thinks you are her favorite too.
I'm coloring Amy right now.
Ooh, I think... Let me see. Let's see if I can find Amy. Where is she? You want a Pop-Tart nugget? Alright.
I want a Pop-Tart.
Let's get you a Pop-Tart. No, I am. I'm giving her a napkin. Sahara. Nugget. Sahara Marie. Go easy. There's a Pop-Tart for you. Just for you. Come on, baby. Let's go to school. I'll put your shoes on right here. Where are her shoes? Good question.
Oh gosh. What's that? That sounded scary.
You got your Pop-Tart? Is
Nice.
it yummy? That's good. You know, it's always important to share, especially when somebody wants a Pop-Tart. Pop-Tarts are meant for sharing.
Lyra Animations asked, what is a Pop-Tart?
A Pop-Tart is like a little small pastry with a fruit jam or like a type of like
Paste.
like cream, like paste or custard in the inside. It's more like a jam than anything really. It could also be like chocolate, or it could be vanilla, or like cinnamon, like brown sugar cinnamon. And usually it's frosted on top. Sometimes it has sprinkles, or it's glazed. It has like a glaze on top of it.
Yeah.
It's quite yummy, I'd say. There are some countries that don't have them, but they're primarily eaten in the West. So like most Western European countries and the Americas, Canada and the United States, and Mexico. I don't know about South America. South America probably has something going on. They probably have there's probably like a brand of Pop-Tart in South America that has like a knockoff Sonic the Hedgehog on it with like 6 fingers on one hand or something.
Oh gosh.
He's like purple. It's like este pastel es del tostador. I always feel so sophisticated whenever I listen to Gamma's theme.
Ouch, that's a pretty serious question, Raven. Raven
is
the
it?
Magnificent asked, have you ever gotten a feeling of loneliness like you just don't belong where you are?
Oh,
Ouch.
No, yeah. Are you okay, Raven the Magnificent? Just know that we love you.
Yeah.
We're there for you.
You know, I'm not sure, like, how old you are either, but I feel like I had, like, you know, I had worries like that when I was, like, in middle school and high school, because it's a really tumultuous time, and once, like, now that I'm a little older, I have, like, other concerns. It's not really that. I don't make many friends. I have very few of them, but, I make and keep, just a few close friends, and, it's, so, it's not, and I don't think, like, feeling like you don't really belong anywhere is just, I think, just you trying to figure out who you are and, like, what you're about, and sometimes it takes a while, and I think people have that kind of, like, feeling from time to time throughout their lives, but it's not that you don't belong, like, where you are, or it's just, you know, there's a lot to figure out. Life is pretty complex, so, you know, you just gotta learn what makes you the most comfortable and learn what makes you happy, and you know it comes with time. So don't get discouraged, and I do hope you're all right over there.
And just know that, well, like Cam said, I'm not entirely sure how old you are either, but it's like growing up throughout like middle school, like junior high or high school. They can be tough times, as they like. Pretty much, I'm reiterating everything that Cam just said. But it's, I know this also from personal experience. that it's difficult to quite know where you are and trying to figure out who you are, because those are the years when you're really like on a path to self-discovery, and sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. And what's important is to be able to find happiness with yourself, and it's also nice to every now and then to seek out some good times with your friends. If you can have a good time with yourself as well as with your friends, your loneliness will never bother you. I was told by a very, very wise man that as long as you have one really good friend in your life, you will always survive. And I believe this to this very day. So I do hope that you're doing all right out there. But just know that if you ever need any sort of help, you can come and if you ever need any sort of comfort or solace or somebody to confide in, I am always on Twitter. I will be more than happy to help you. I'd be more than happy to let you vent. And just know that you always have support with Sonic Song 182.
You know, another thing, like a proactive thing that can sometimes help with feeling like that is to make sure you're getting enough exercise. Like, I get a lot of exercise, but, I also, I work a lot. And, like, for example, yesterday, even though, like, I had, like, a really good time on the stream and I got a lot done, by the time evening, like, rolled around, I was really stressed out. And when you start, like, getting a lot of, internalized stress, it gets kind of unhealthy, and you don't think very, I guess, clearly. Like, you know, your thoughts get a little bit, rough on you, I suppose. And I think that's true for just about everybody. And so I went out and got some exercise. I have some, like, routine exercise things that I do, and then, you know, by the time I was done with all my running around, I felt a whole lot better. So, make sure you're not cooped up too much. Like, even if that just means, like, going outside on walks sometimes. Like, getting enough exercise is really important. I think it helps you, like, clear your head a little bit. And
also,
then the fresh air is useful.
Now and then, just in general. Just in general, like, if you coop yourself inside for too long, it really is not healthy for your mind. I mean, like, goodness, for the entire year and a half that I was living on my own, I was indoors so often, and it was not healthy for me. So now I'm going outside more often. I'm playing with my dog, and I'm giving her walks, and just it's always important just to be outside and let the fresh air mentally refresh you.
Yup.
Lyrical Miracle 9608 says, "Do you ever have random moments when you realize you're an adult? I did twice today when I checked my bank balance and I voted for the first time, and I was like, oh, I'm an adult now. Oh, that's right, it's voting season for the Brits. Good luck out there, by the way. But yeah, no, I can't. What was your first I'm adulting experience?
It's hard to remember off the top of my head, but I know it, like, hits me randomly, like, just, like, I don't know, like, maybe the first time I went out and bought, like, all my own groceries, because, like, I didn't want my family to have to, like, buy my food all the time. I'm like, that's not fair. I'm old enough to be buying my own food, so not, like, it was me, like, going to the grocery store, like, how do you buy meat? I'm like, how do I make...
What is this meat?
I'm like, you know, whenever I observe family members, they're, like, always, like, you know, looking at the meat, you know, finding out, like, what the best price is for the pound, and, like, you know, finding the best cut, and I'm like, what does all this mean? How does one buy meat?
How does one meat? Gosh, what was my first adulting experience? I think the first time I paid rent with Copper Sloth, my girlfriend, it was...
Yep, that's a good one too, the rent paying day.
Yeah. I think it was either when we paid rent or we first signed the lease on our apartment.
Ow.
Which was actually funny that we, believe it or not, when we signed the lease, they required both of our signatures, and we were both holding each other's hands as we were signing it.
Nice.
So for the first time, it was a very sentimental experience. And then it was just funny because afterwards, and then we paid rent for the first time. We were just like, oh God, we have nothing in our wallets.
Yep.
Make sure you guys, before you move out, you know that you have a very secure job, because boy howdy, I did not.
Oh
I thought I was going to
gosh.
be selling cars. Imagine me, Platinum Speed, a car saleswoman.
You could do it. You could do the fast talk. You could be very persuasive.
I can be very persuasive in letting people use Sonic music for their channels, but I can't make them buy a car. It's like, hey, how you doing there, Slick? I see you're looking for a car today. Here, check this car over here. It's a Nissan. I don't even care. It means Big Brother is Japanese. I don't even know. But look at this. You see this bumper right here? It's from the pop. But you know what? You get some super glue. You put it back on there. It's good as new.
Oh,
I'll sell it
gosh.
for you for $500. Look at this car over here. It's a Toyota. I don't even know what a Toyota is. It's like the toy of Yoda. I don't care. But look at this. Look at it. It's missing some of its mirrors. You super glue that mirror back on. You don't care. You can't adjust it. It's a good car. I'll sell that for you for $200.
I'd buy it.
Oh goodness. SonicTron27 asks, "Hey KN and Platy, what do what does Silver and Blaze do for summer?"
It sounds like
I mean, we just kind of just kind of relax every now and then. But Marines doesn't have school around that time. The koalas like to educate her throughout the year, but they give her summer holidays, as she calls it.
And then she goes to pirate camp.
She goes to pirate camp, and it's a great time for her. However, it becomes a little bit quiet, in the house without her. We all just kind of live in the same place at this point. I mean, Blaze has her castle to go back to, but I don't know, Blaze. Why do you end up staying at the same? Why do you stay at the same house as us?
Whenever going to the castle is like going to work. If I don't have to be there, I'd rather not. In any
That's
case,
true.
preferably, if I'm going to be doing my work, I would like to just be outside guarding the soul emeralds. I don't like to be cooped up indoors. Especially not there where there's so much pressure.
Why don't you just do what Knuckles does and carry the soul emeralds in hammer space?
I don't have as accessible of a hammer space as he does. He has more practice. But
I mean, you're
anyway,
able to grab one soul emerald out of nowhere. That's a hammer space.
I am, yes. But generally, the soul emeralds are all being kept in separated locations that I can't tell anybody too much about, so that they can't be all stolen in one fell swoop. Like the one time Eggman got away with them. That will not happen again.
Yeah, but
Oh, there it is.
yeah, we all just kind of relax, kind of take our time to really enjoy the peace and the quiet. But whenever Marine's around, we like to let's go out and watch movies. Watch movies, and every so often we'll go out to the beach, which I mean is kind of everywhere, considering we live on an island.
Yes, that's true.
Steelcut Doom 123 says, "Hey Platy, can you give me any advice to stop people from picking on me? It's really complicated." That one's a tough one because I myself also dealt with being picked on too, so I definitely know how you feel. I wish I knew that there was a surefire way to stop people from picking on you, because you can't control other people and what they do, unfortunately. I was just talk to your counselors about it if it's at school, and try and see if it's a serious problem, like you're being threatened, or like you might be getting injured or something. Please do talk to your counselors and try to get the school involved to try and see if you can get some sort of disciplinary action. But I can't really suggest anything really aside from keep a stiff upper lip. Remember that you are worth more than they make you feel, and above all things, remember that you do not deserve to be picked on. Nobody does. And that I think that when you have the confidence in yourself to know that, hey, I'm worth more than they make me feel, and you have that sense of, I guess, is self-worth the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure, but just know that the way they make you feel is never warranted, and you always deserve to be feeling great. So something I tell a lot of my friends is always fight for your happiness. If somebody's trying to bring you down, you get yourself out of that situation where they're trying to get you down, and you just keep on walking. Keep your stride going, and sooner or later people will just end up stopping. And it sounds like cliche, like, oh, just ignore them, but it is true, because if you...
You know, what they want is a reaction, so...
Exactly. If you take your time to just move away from the situation, usually they'll just find another target and leave you alone. But that's really all I can really suggest. I don't really know how to make people stop picking on you. I mean, like, what I always did was I always befriended the people that ended up picking on me, and they always got confused because they were like, "What are you doing? Why do you?" And then they always end up regretting and apologizing for the way they acted because they realize how good of a friend you are. But that was my method. I don't suggest that for everybody because sometimes it can get you into some really toxic situations. So proceed with caution. Really just ignore the bullies and keep a stiff upper lip and keep calm and carry on.
Yeah, I got picked on a little bit in middle school. Generally, I wasn't, I don't know, people didn't pay that much attention to me in the first place, so I didn't have, like, that much of a problem with, like, you know, it's like I wasn't popular, but also I was a little bit more invisible, so no one was paying attention to me, so I could, like, mind my own business and have a good old time. But there was this one guy in middle school, and he picked on me, like, just relentlessly in gym class, like, all the time. He was so mean, and he made me cry all the time. But, like, part of what was going on there was that this fellow was really, really bad at sports. So everything we did in gym class, he was really bad at it. And so, like, in retrospect, like, later on, as I reflected on it more, I realized what was going on there is that he felt so bad about himself that he was trying, like, desperately to make himself feel better somehow. And so what he did was he found, like, somebody in the class who was smaller and weaker than he was and also wasn't good at, like, you know, at the sports. And so instead of trying to make an ally out of me, which would have been a much, like, you know, a better idea, because then we both could have been, like, lame at sports together and then, like, had a friend instead of an enemy, what he did instead was he tried to make himself feel better about his own low self-esteem by picking on me so that at least he didn't feel like he was the worst person in class. Terrible approach! He was so mean! But I realized later that that was absolutely what was going on. I don't recall that there was anything specific that I did, to get, like, that kind of bullying to stop. It's just, I just kind of, like, I tried my best to ignore it and then, like, you know, keep a positive attitude. You know, I tried. I know it's not easy to do that. And, you know, but consequently, I, like, went through, like, all of middle school thinking that I was, like, really bad at, like, all kinds of sports. But, like, when I started up in high school, like, I'd always been, like, really, really shy. But when I started high school, like, I was like, okay, I'm not, you know, it's a bummer being this shy, so I'm gonna, like, physically try to be, like, braver, talk more, and just, like, at all costs, be involved in gym class, because that was the bane of my existence. I hated that so much, just gym class. And then as it turned out, as I kept trying really hard and not letting people get to me, I'm not that bad at sports, actually. Like, especially floor hockey.
People I know.
Yeah, I was pretty small. I mean, I still got trampled in soccer, like, a number of times. It was horrifying, and football was terrible. But, like, I actually was not that bad once I tried to have more courage and just, like, try at my full effort. I realized I was not nearly as bad at anything that people ever put me down for. And I was like, wow, I'm not bad. And floor hockey, I was good at. I was a little overly aggressive at floor hockey specifically for some reason. I think it's because somebody handed me a stick.
Throw hockey?
Floor hockey.
What incarnation is throw hockey.
No, not throw. Floor. We were
Floor
as opposed to
hockey.
ice
Throw
hockey.
hockey. I'm just like, what are you just
Yeah,
chucking
as
around the
opposed
smallest person in
to
the
ice
class?
hockey. Yeah, so, like, I guess I don't know what I would say exactly for getting people to stop picking on you, but it's important not to let it get to you. Mostly what they want is, like, they want a reaction out of you, and most of the time, if somebody's picking on you, it's coming from, like, a sense, like, their own, like, you know, sense of insecurity. Like, you know, especially, like, you know, like, popular kids, they'll pick on you because they're worried about what their friends think of them, so they're trying to seem, like, as cool and in charge as possible, but really, they're not going about with life the right way. Because people like that are not really the ones who become more successful, because it's more important to learn, like, interpersonal skills, like how to make an ally, rather than how to make an enemy. Like, that's how you become, like, a leader. And somebody
It's
who's
easy
really
to make an
valuable.
enemy. It's more challenging to make a friend.
Yeah,
But
man.
It's more rewarding to make a friend.
That guy who picked on me in middle school, we should have been allies. That would have worked out so much better for, like, both of us. We would have both been so much happier. Yeah, but, you know, middle school and high school especially are, like, pretty weird places. I felt like everybody really chilled out in college. Like, people just didn't pick on each other. Like, everybody, like...
You do not get picked on in college at all,
Yeah,
really.
no, like, it's
Unless
not...
you're at a university and you're a frat boy, in which case, best of luck to you, rest in pieces.
Yeah, I did not go for any of that sorority and frat business. Like, I just studied hard and made friends, like, you know, the best that I could, so, yeah.
Yeah, all of my friends I made in college are all like, they're still friends with me to this very day, and I haven't been in college for 4 years.
Yep. You know, again, I don't make...
Since college. That's weird to say.
Yeah. I don't make, like, many friends very often, but the really close friends I do make, I keep them for a long time.
Yeah. Alright, well, we appreciate that you guys are trying to, what's it called? Self-improve and asking these questions. We're really glad that we're able to help.
I should state, of course, that we're just two silly people on the internet who are having a good time, and we can
we're
share,
just
like...
two old fogies.
Yeah, we can share, like, our personal experiences, but, like, you know, if something really serious is going on, definitely, like, talk to your families or, like, a counselor or somebody, because, you know, we can only talk about our own, like, experiences, and then maybe that'll help, like, give you some insight into your own experiences, but we're just two, like... two fluffy, adorable weirdos on the internet, so we're glad we can help however we can, but we're not, like, professionals or anything.
Far from it. But we are happy to lend our experiences in hopes that it will help you.
Yeep. Okay, I think I got Amy's basic coloring done here. I don't think I missed anything, but let me check off the box.
I just fed
here.
my dokie.
Oh, I do see that I missed something.
Good old baby! Good old baby! Hello! Did you miss Mommy? Did you miss Mommy?
Oh gosh.
Yes! Yeah, you're so fluffy. Who's my floofadoof? Who's my little floofadoof? You're the floofadoof.
Hello, Blurry Gamer. Welcome to the stream.
Still gotta get that checked. I need glasses. I can't see the Blurry Gamer.
Oh gosh. Okay, I think this looks good. Alright, we're an hour and a half in, and I've got 2 of these guys colored. That's good. I need to move on to Tails next.
What is that music? Somebody's blasting music from their home.
Oh, wasn't me.
It sounds like really cheesy, like, 90s end of Disney Renaissance music.
Oh gosh.
You know the kind. You know, like, the R&B, like, type music that you hear that really doesn't fit with the rest of the movie.
I'm not sure.
You know how, like, they had, like, the, what was it, they had, who was it, Michael Bolton singing I Can Go the Distance at the end of Hercules.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean.
like that kind of stuff.
I think it's like, okay, thanks, Michael Bolton. This is exactly what Hercules needed. Oh my gosh.
I was like what Jim Carrey says about that. Imagine somebody else tried to sing like Michael Bolton and something in their body just doesn't, it just rejects it. Like they burst a vessel in their brain.
Oh gosh.
It's like,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
like, tell me, how am I supposed to live without you?
Oh. Oh, that was getting violent sounding. Oh my goodness.
Just collapses from fainting.
Oh. Well, Box the Hedgehog is screaming some lyrics to I Can Go the Distance.
There you go. I'm on my way. I can go the distance. It just like no matter who you are, if you try to say like Michael Bolton, your body will reject it. Sonic, Song82, and Platy, which games do you like to play in your mobile? I'm not really much of a mobile gamer. I'm always on my 3DS, and I have too many games on that thing. But if I have literally nothing else aside from my phone, I'll pop up in the Christian Whitehead re-release of Sonic 1. It's just always a good time to just blast through. Nobody can.
Who asked the question and what was it?
It was Sandra Smile. And which games do you like to play on your mobile?
I do
on
not.
On your phone.
I do not play games on my mobile.
Yeah, when you get older, you find that there's less things to play on your phone, and you tend to seek out like actual like designated consoles and systems for that sort of thing.
Oh,
I know you have your 3DS now, which I'm proud of you for. Which, by the way, have you ever gotten around to opening up Animal Crossing yet?
No, I really haven't played my 3DS. Like, I haven't even touched it in like a month. I'm too busy.
Well, hopefully we'll get some 3DS time during Sonic Revolution.
Maybe.
So we're gonna be at a table next to Steve, yeah?
Yes. We're basically gonna be like a mutant table combined, like, just like right next to him. Like our tables.
Joined table.
Yes, our tables are going to be literally touching. Because I'm like technically part of his crew, but I also brought my own crew.
What up? What's good, homies? As Melvin would say.
Yeah. I'm getting oh wait, I got confused by my own line art over here. I was like, what is this thing of hair
Sonic,
going
Super
on?
Sonic Girl 1 asks, Platinum Speed, how old is your niece? My second cousin is a few months old. My niece is going to be 4 this year.
Ooh.
She is a good little nugget. I love her. God, I need some tea. I fed my doggy. Now it's just time for me to warm up my voice. Because I have 2 hours before I have to be clocking in. So, for the next hour and a half, I have to make sure to be taking care of my voice for a bit.
Sealka Doom 123 said, are tickets still selling for Sonic Revolution? Yes, I think so. Let me...
$15.
Yeah, let me, like, pull up this, like, I wonder... I'm trying to remember where they moved, like, the payment to. Like, where you buy the tickets from now, because I think they had to move it from the original one. But guys, make it easier for people to give you money.
Yeah. Max Cutie Hedgehog 2 asks, Platy, what's your puppy's name? Her name is Cookie, because in Spain, in Spanish culture, when you say "ay que cookie," it literally means "oh, how cute." So her name literally means cuteness.
Nice.
She's a good baby.
I'm like looking. I'm trying to find this information here.
Oh, Kendall Thomas asks a really good question. I like this. What's your favorite Sonic OC? I'm guessing that it doesn't have to be your own. And that's actually interesting because there are some really good Sonic OCs out there that I actually really admire. What were some that you remember seeing that you really thought were cool? Really helping out, make the community feel better, don't you?
I wasn't, I'm not sure exactly what the question was. I'm still looking for information for the last question.
Oh, which one was that?
Okay,
oh,
I got
the
it.
Tickets are still.
Yeah, to
Tickets
get
are still on sale.
Yeah, I had to find the link though because they're not on sale at the same place where we told people about before. Because that was like a GoFundMe which expired and now it's turned into something else. I think I just found it though.
Lasagna.
Aha.
I found lasagna. Oh goodness.
There we go. I found the link. You'll have to repeat what the question was because I don't know what we're talking about right now.
No worries.
But hang on a
there
second.
any-
I'm not ready yet.
Oh my goodness.
Sonic Revolution ticket. There we go. I was trying to find this for like the last question, but I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh no, it's cool.
Are we talking about have we made OCs again?
Oh no, what is your favorite OCs? And they don't have to be your own. Which is a really good question because there's a lot of really, really cool looking and creative OCs out there.
Yeah. I think everybody's like OCs have value to them. If you put your time and like energy into making something neat and you enjoy the character, then I think that they are cool by default. I don't remember off the top of my head like one I've seen recently that you might not have heard of. I think it's interesting sometimes when people try like a completely different species, like, you know, one that be like difficult, and then they actually pull it off pretty well. I think like I saw somebody do like an antelope or a gazelle a while back, and it was neat to see how they applied the Mobian design to that kind of animal. But yeah, I think all the OCs are cool.
Yeah, in all honesty, as long as you love your OCs, that love will show through. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because, you know, people like to pick on this specific fan base in particular about how, like, you know, my original character did not steal and all that jazz. But I believe as Aaron Weber, the PR guy for Sonic, said, while some of them may be perceived as silly to others, it's the passion that's behind it that is admirable. So, you know, don't stop believing. Yeah! I'm sorry, I just heard the song to the OST and I'm just like, oh my god.
I realized that the music ran out.
You're a woman after my own heart. What was I saying? But there was one that I saw that was what was it? She was an orca. She was super cool looking, and like the top of her head had like the wilted fin, and it looked like a bang, like you know how you have like the fringe of your hair like covering your face a little bit, like covering one part of the eye. It looked really cool. It was super rad. I don't remember the person's name, but she's really popular as far as I know. She's a super popular OC as far as I know. Lucky Fanboy says, Platy, stop being an adorable and nice human being. I can't! This is my default state of being. What do you want me to do? Oh my god, Sonic 3 OST just always reminds me of being a kid.
Good stuff. It was good stuff.
I used to listen to the sound test, like, while I was drawing. Like, I'd turn on my Genesis and I'd, like, play songs in the sound test. And I just have it in the background. Let's see. There was...
I think I just saw a comment going by saying that everybody's being a little too bloody in the chat. Be good, guys. There's kids in here. Don't get whatever you're doing back there. Don't go into like graphic violence. If you want to do like a role play like that, you should probably like, I don't mind.
Server for that.
Yeah, like I don't mind like people who are role playing. I have done it myself, but don't get like super violent about it and like graphic because that can be like. Yeah. That can be a little bit creepy for like little kids in here.
Yeah, keep it light and fluffy, like can.
Yeah, if you want to write the dramatic stuff, like go find. You should probably like there should or like Tumblr or something. I'm not sure where like people on YouTube
Where do kids roleplay nowadays?
I don't know. I think back in the day they all used to be at like what was that like?
Back in my day.
Oh my gosh. There was some website that I never used, but now I can't remember the name. But you could make. Oh my gosh, I'd have to ask Sushi. She used to use it.
Gosh, what was it? There's a couple. Do you remember the Angel Fire roleplay sites?
Oh gosh, sort of. I use, like, I was around during, like, the pro boards ones, where people would make, like, their own little forums.
Pro boards.
Yeah, even I made a roleplay forum on pro boards, but the only people who had access to it were, like, me and Ames and our friend, like, and a friend of ours, and we just, like, roleplayed together on our own, like, forum that I made.
Oh my goodness, I used to roleplay back when Facebook was cool, because now it's not, and now Twitter's the big thing. Also, role-playing on Twitter, by the way, guys, that's kind of that's a good way to go. Just watch out for weirdos out there. What was it? Facebook was a very viable means of roleplay for a while, and then they started cracking down on, like, roleplay accounts.
Oops.
Yeah, and so, like, a lot of us got, like, banned and stuff like that, but it was a good time. That was where I primarily roleplayed Hetalia. It was a good time.
I was a Tumblr role player. That's where I did all of my business.
I don't know. I reserved my Tumblr for my Ask blog, and now it's just laying dormant. One of these days, I'll get back into doing my Ask blog. I think I said at some point I'm going to do it on YouTube at some point. I'd like to make that a thing.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, keep the violence to a non. Keep the violence to a not this. In the chat, y'all. You want to?
Yeah, write the dramatic scene somewhere where it's like not where, like, you know, the families are hanging out.
Like seeing violence. Be mindful of your fellow fans.
We both just like bust out singing at the same time. We couldn't help it.
It's just so tearful. Angel Island is such a good, real talk. You know what always bothered me was the fact that halfway through Act 1, you see this beautiful stage, and then all of a sudden it just catches on fire.
Bursts into flames. Okay.
It's like everything was so pretty. Why?
Knuckles is not gonna like this.
Oh my god.
Why is my island on fire? You two, you did this.
What? No.
Everything was fine till you showed up.
This entire place was beautiful until you guys showed up, and you're trying to take away my emeralds?
My emeralds.
My emeralds.
Oh gosh.
My emeralds.
I want to dub that comic so bad.
Cat Yoshi 47 pointed out a drawing flaw. I'm totally drawing Tails with the wrong shoes. Yes, he stole Sonic's shoes.
Oh my god, change his shoes. Sonic will get angry.
I'm gonna fix it. Thank you. Thank you.
Janaea Jones, Platy and Sonic 182, do you like fluff? Yee, fluff is the best type of role-playing. I like domestic fluff. That's my favorite thing. Like, one character is, like, coming home from a long day at work, and then the other one just comforting them. I always loved that. That was always something that I liked.
I was known for that kind of, I had a lot of, like, conversational type role plays where it was just, like, it was a lot of character building. It could just be like them having a conversation about something that happened when they're, like, at a coffee shop or something, and, like, then that would be going down.
That's a lot of what we do with our characters.
It's just, like, slice of life stuff.
Yeah. Oh, slice of life is always good. What was always your favorite type of roleplay, Ken? Like, what was your go-to of, like, you were, like, trying to meet a new character and you were just you didn't know how to break the ice?
Well, normally, like, the Disney roleplay thing is what I did, like, the longest, I guess, and generally, if I needed to break the ice, like, it was just a character going into, like, the other character's, like, city or whatever, and then we would just discuss a way for them to meet. Generally, like, you planned what your starters were gonna be, so it wasn't like I had to come out of nowhere and do it all by myself. But, usually the kinds of RPs that I wrote was, like, because it was based around, like, alright, I told you guys before, my main character in that Disney roleplay thing was I was playing Prince Hans from Frozen, and, like, the whole crux of, like, the character thing I was doing with him was he just got out of being in prison for trying to, like, usurp a kingdom. And the whole idea...
God.
And the whole idea was that he was supposed to, like, go out and learn to, like, be a good person. Like, he actually escaped from prison. But he was trying to, like, first hide out, and second, find a new way to, like, live his life, because, like, you know, there was always the temptation of going back to the way he was, because, like, it was a Disney roleplay. He was hanging out with people like Maleficent, and she was a terrible influence on him. But, like,
just
most
a quick
of the...
reminder, y'all, in the chat, make sure to be that you're playing nice, remember?
Yep.
Keep the violence to a not this.
Shank said, got out of prison does not equal escaped. Yes, this is true. This is true. But
I'm free! Oh, darn it.
he technically escaped while he was being transported from one place to another. But in general, like, his whole thing was trying not to get caught again and trying to figure out, like, how to live his life in a way that was more productive, because he was pretty defeated, except he still had some issues about wanting, like, power and stuff, so it was a struggle for him, but most of my RPs were him making new friends in new situations, and, like, where he was trying to, like, what he really wanted was to be kind of, like, he wanted to be the center of attention, I guess. Because he was an attention-starved lad, and so the idea was...
How many brothers did he have?
He was, like, one of 13.
Jeez.
So, yeah, so, like, mostly his adventures were going around, like, doing stuff with people, trying to, like, you know, build a different name for himself so he could get letters of recommendation so he wouldn't have to go to jail again.
What was the kingdom he came from? The Bimpledorf kingdom or something?
No, he comes from the Southern Isles.
Southern Islands. You know, Bimpledorf sounds better. I'm gonna say that from now on.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm Prince Hans of the Southern Isles of Bimpledorf.
Yes. He learned of, like, my Hans after, like, it's just, I was really open to what direction he was gonna develop in, so he could either have become a good guy or a bad guy, but I think in general, more of the good guys became his friends and looked out for him, so that was good. But he had people like Maleficent, the evil queen from Snow White, and, like, Long John Silver from Treasure Planet, like, trying to, like, corrupt him. Oh yeah, and Hades. Hades was a good time.
Sassy. Oh my god, I think Hades is everybody's sassy gay friend.
Yeah, he was fabulous. Except that in the end...
That was always my thing, whenever we would
gosh.
We'd be playing as Hercules, like, when I was a kid. I was always making Hades, like, super sassy and flamboyant. I remember, I think at one point he had what was it? There was this gif of Hades, he's looking at, what's his name? Shang? Is that his name?
From Mulan, yeah, his name is Shang.
Oh gosh. It's the image of him when he's like, he's taking off his shirt.
Glad
and
he'd be
he's
good.
like raising his eyebrow.
Oh my gosh.
It's so silly, I love it.
Oh my goodness.
I love him. Oh my gosh, thank you, Gene Splits.
You're just good at making deals and stuff. Oh, don't worry, Max Cutie Hedgehog 2. I was just starting to do his inner ear thing, because I just got to coloring that part. Oops, I drew it on the wrong layer, but oh well.
Sonic Trong 27 asks, Sonic Song 182 and KN, it's KN and Platy, what are your favorite Sonic soundtracks?
I think,
this one.
This is a good one. I think my favorite one was, I think I liked Colors the best and Sonic 06.
Yeah, Sonic 06 did have a really, like, outstanding soundtrack. Like, absolutely.
Like, Sonic games rarely fail on that level. They quite frequently just have beautiful music going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. But it was a bad game, but I love it still. It's one of my, it's surprisingly one of my more favorite games to play. I mean, it's clearly not my absolute favorite, but, you know, there's some enjoyment to be had from it. We need to do an acapella. The Sonic Song 182 acapella. I'll send you the bass tracks.
Nobody wants
bass tracks and percussion.
Nobody wants me to do acapella anything.
I want you to do acapella everything.
Oh my goodness.
Let me see. A lot of people are asking about the Team Dimension episode, and, well,
are they asking when that's happening?
We must first ask that you all are keep your utmost patience. We unfortunately had a lot of trouble trying to schedule the Team Dimesh episode, so we ended up getting pushed a couple times, but we did end up finally recording.
They're gonna be in July. June's episode is a different team, because I already started editing the other team before Team Dimension could finally get scheduled. They had some issues.
Yeah, sorry guys, but don't worry, we're gonna be there. In that right place.
Yep. Oh, wait, sorry.
Yes.
Yup.
Yeah!
Yup.
Sorry, the director was responding, and then I realized you weren't talking to me.
Oh my goodness.
I've been streaming this drawing
This is
for
actually
days.
a very good question. Do you mind if I take? Do you mind if I take this one, KN? Because this one actually is.
Well, I have no idea what you're looking at, so I have to assume that it's fine.
This one, LAC, Veronica, Dolkish? I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Dolchik? I'm not sure. To Platy, I hope this isn't too personal or offensive. Don't worry, it's not. But do you get dysphoric sometimes when you do male voices since you're trans? That's a really good question. No, I do not. Mostly because I understand that a lot of girls voice boys and a lot of girls voice male characters. I mean, Lonnie Manella voices a lot. Yeah, KN.
Huh?
You voice Tails.
Yep, yeah, I'm known for voicing Tails.
And a lot of other male characters are voiced by girls, so what makes me any different? I just happen to have a range that allows me to get relatively deep. And if anything, that's what makes me special compared to other voice actresses. So it doesn't make me dysphoric at all. As a matter of fact, if anything, it helps me feel empowered as a woman. So thank you for your question, though. That's a really good one. Not a whole lot of people really ask that. KN. Oh god, I don't know how many times we're gonna get this question. Mela Morgan asks, "What is our favorite Sonic couple?"
I don't like to talk about it because people get mad.
People get mad at any pairing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, pretty much. No matter what my answer to that question might be, people get they get mad. So I'm always reluctant to talk about it. I guess I can say that I suppose I probably count as a multi-shipper, which means you're capable of you enjoy shipping lots of different characters in different combinations, because I can see I can see just about any pairing working out if you put the right love and care into the story. So I think it's fun to think about how each one would work out. I've got my favorite ones. But I can also see how my favorite pair would work better with other characters instead. Yay.
I mean, I think I already said mine, and I got
I like your favorite
everybody
one.
Everybody always looks at my ship and it's just what is wrong with you?
I like your favorite.
Sonic and Rouge, it's cute. Don't judge me. It may not make a whole lot of sense to a lot of people, but it makes sense to me.
I think just about, you could make a case for just about any pairing. So
You really can. Aside from Eggman, I will ship shame anybody who ships Eggman.
Egg me! Egg me!
No!
Eggman! Amy!
Get out of here! That is horrible! I am so angry with you right now. Making me think. No. I'm dying.
You cannot shame me!
I am ship shaming you so hard right now.
OTP! Yeah!
A lot of people in the chat are saying Shadow X Shrek. Oh, God.
Oh my goodness, we've been derailed.
Yep, no, Shadow X Shrek, easily OTP, best pairing, 10 out of 10, would ship again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Silver X boxes and Egg Me, those are my favorites.
Me makes me sad.
Oh yeah, those are the best. Such love and
Hey,
romance.
we're listening to Michael Jackson.
Oh, I laughed too hard. I'm gonna die now.
I swear to Marius, if you ever say egg me again, I will end you.
Fight me!
This is the kind of friendship I've always wanted.
We need to calm down.
By the grace of the gods.
We need to calm down.
That is too funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, I laughed too much.
Do you ever laugh so hard that you start sweating?
I think
That's
I must
me.
have. I think maybe the hardest I ever laughed was just one time my friend and I, like a college friend and I we were doing our we were studying really hard for like finals in the library, and it was dead silent, and neither of us had said or breathed a word in like literally an hour and a half or something, and just like there was this one moment we both looked up, just out of nowhere, caught each other's eye, and we were laughing so hard. It was horrible because it was supposed to be silent. It was the library. Like we had to get up and like leave each other for a while because it was bad. We needed to go like to our own corner of the library. And then when we tried to come back to each other, it started up all over again. It was terrible.
Oh my goodness.
We're like, yep, we need to be removed now.
Oh, speaking of libraries, did I ever tell you my library story?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Fun fact. When you, libraries plus stomach problems equals a laughing fit that will never end.
Oh no.
Because, okay, I'm gonna go into some self-embarrassment here.
Oh no.
So, for all of my life, I've had some minor stomach problems. Nothing too major. It's not gonna kill me over or anything. But they're an annoyance. And I hadn't finished my lunch, and me and my friend, we were in the library. Everything was dead silent. There was nobody talking. And then
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah, my tummy started gurgling, and I let out this, like, massive fart in the middle of the library. And then my friend just starts laughing, and I'm embarrassed, but then I fart again, and I start laughing. And then as I laugh, I just punctuate it with, like, little poots.
Oh, no.
It was so funny, so I was like, ha ha ha!
Oh my gosh, that's a time to leave the library moment.
Yeah, that was swiftly afterwards we
results?
rented our books and we ran outside.
Oh
But
gosh.
that was probably the most embarrassing moment of my life, and it was the funniest thing.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible. You know, it happens. It's a natural part of life. It's just
Yeah, everybody farts.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Everybody does. Fun fact.
I don't know how this is turning out right now. Hang on a second.
Oh my god. I'm turning red just thinking about it, but I just thought the audience would like to hear
Yeah, I bet.
some silly stories. Because remember, everybody, no matter how embarrassed you get in your life, just know that everybody in their life has been just as embarrassed. Oh my god. It was just the fact that, like, after every single, like, you know how people put an exclamation mark at the end of every single ha ha ha? That, for me, that was a little poot. It was an embarrassing time of my life, but you know what? I'm glad I was a good sport about it, because that could have turned out really bad.
Oh gosh.
Just always remember, kids. If you're feeling embarrassed about something, make sure to be a good sport about it as best as you can, because more often than not, you'll look back on those memories and you will laugh. Like, I'm sure Kayan has a few, but
I'm not as brave as you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go prying. Say, hey Kayan, do you remember the time you fought in the bathtub?
Oh my goodness.
God, now this is turning into a Wario Land stream.
Oh my gosh.
Let's change the subject, eh?
Yep, that'd be good. I mean, heck, look, I got... Guys.
What?
Da, Dot-da! Dot-da!
Oh my goodness.
There's dots!
Oh no.
Okay, I need to find out. It's probably in Amy's art? Yep, it's in Amy's art. Let me see. Pardon me, Platty, I am on the hunt for the dot.
Okay, go find the dot. I'm looking at the dot and I'm just like, oh no, somebody's trying to snipe your drawing.
Oh gosh. Oh, found one.
Veronica Dolcic says, KN, do Danny DeVito.
I can't.
You just sounded so defeated.
I can't.
You're just like, God, I can't.
I'm the trash man. I eat garbage.
Yeah!
That's all I can
Yay! So great!
You and Vinny need to be destroyed for making that a thing. Like, both of you just need to be destroyed. Oh my goodness. Alright, now what am I doing?
Oh, Danny DeVito, you are a blessing. Oh, but...
I'm coloring the volleyball.
You know, the one thing about Danny DeVito, we are all living a human condition, but he is speaking it. Beautiful man, Danny DeVito. He deserves an award. Just for being Danny DeVito.
I found the... Janaea Jones was asking what stream did the Danny DeVito thing start. It's one of the ones... Well, no, the first one was the stream where I was all by myself and I had come back out of nowhere. There was a stream where you and Vinny were in there together, and it was one of those somewhere. If anyone can find the beginning of the Danny DeVito joke, I challenge you.
Oh my god, if anybody can find every single instance of Danny DeVito being referenced.
That would be a horrifying montage.
That will be a challenge. That is my challenge for the songs for Team 182. Alright, Team 182, here's your new challenge issued by Platinum Speed.
Oh gosh.
And Sonic says, find every single instance of Danny DeVito in all of the Sonic Song 182 streams. If you find them, you'll be heralded as an honorary member. I mean, like, you know, Team 182, because all of us are Team 182. But you'll be put on a pedestal!
Find the Danny DeVito room!
Put timestamps on every single stream whenever you find us mentioning Danny DeVito. And then we'll make sure to put those into the funniest moments of the Science on 182 live streams. We'll have we'll just have like a giant montage of Danny DeVito references. It'll be like a Danny DeVito counter. It's like, Danny DeVito, Danny DeVito, Danny DeVito, Danny DeVito, Danny DeVito.
Meanwhile, including all of my sad, defeated wails afterwards, going, no, and why?
Or, get out of here.
Get out of here.
That's my favorite Kayanism as well.
Get out of here.
What does that stem from? I feel like that's that's a partial reference.
I don't know that I'm referring to anything specifically. I think that was just my default thing is somebody like, just get out of here. I'm cool. I think that's the whole thing. Get out of here, I'm cool.
Isn't that from Bob's Burgers?
No, I'm not that big of a... I haven't seen much of Bob's Burgers, so that's not what it would be from. If it turns out that by chance Bob's Burgers also says it, then that's a thing. But that's not where it's like,
kind of
from.
like a thing. It's like, anytime H. John Benjamin doesn't, he doesn't know... Because most of the scenes are improv.
Yeah.
Whenever he gets stuck and he doesn't know what to say, he'll just scream, "Get out!"
Nice. Yeah.
Bob's Burgers is a good show, but it definitely is not a show for kids.
Nope, I've seen some of it and it was funny, but definitely not for kids, like, not at all.
Yeah, I remember me and Copper Sloth, we improv an entire scene from Bob's Burgers, just on our own.
You and Vinny did?
No, Copper Sloth.
Oh, okay. Actually, wait, what I'm thinking of is you and Vinny did like a whole Rick and Morty thing.
Oh, yeah. Morty, I got some lasagna, Morty. We got some lasagna. Oh, jeez. Oh, I really like lasagna, Rick. Do you think you'll share? No, Morty. I can't share, Morty. This lasagna, it's the lasagna of the Narbetulons. What are the Narbetulons? They're an ancient race of aliens, Morty. They're aliens. You idiot. You eat the lasagna from the Narbetulons.
and you eat it, and it makes you super strong, Morty. Makes you super strong. You can turn into a car. You can turn into a car, Morty. What?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Morty, you can turn into a car. And I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna become the fastest motor vehicle on the planet. And you're gonna be racing me, Morty. What? Remember, I made you into a car, Morty. I turned you into a car. You have the ability to turn into a car, Morty. Oh, jeez. And we're gonna race. We're gonna race down the Daytona USA Raceway from the Sega game. Daytona USA. Oh, jeez.
Lovely.
Thank you. Kayoshi's 47 just says, I want to be a car. Relatable. Wubba lubba dub dub!
Janaea Jones identified the music. Yay, launch base zone.
So cool. It's always so funny with Sonic 3. You can always tell when Michael Jackson made that specific song. Because it's always super funky.
So
I'ma eat my lasagna. Can I really suggest that you eat something?
I'll eat someday.
Stop it.
Like, I got food
Queen
right there.
Shay
Just...
Queen Shay says, just letting you know, KN, I loved the shiny cover for Rouge.
The what?
The shiny cover for Rouge.
Oh, thank you. At first, there were some mixed results to that. A lot of people really liked it, but there was a percentage of people who could identify where I was tone deaf, but instead of giving me some constructive criticism about that, I got a lot of jokes about shiny, more like cringy. Thanks.
I think that's the thing about our channel. A lot of people will write it off as cringe, but you know, it's all in good fun.
Yeah, I don't mind.
It's
That's
not
all
like
right.
those weird Elsa Spider-Man videos that you see online. God, those are terrifying. How are those kids' films?
They're not, but they make
They're
an
really
obscene
not. What are
amount
people
of
doing?
money by tricking, it tricks the, there's filters for, YouTube kids, and because of certain things, they're able to, trick it so that they can put, really inappropriate content into things that are watched by kids.
It's horrendously inappropriate. Kids,
Oh,
if
yeah.
If you're watching that Elsa Spider-Man stuff, go read a book.
Yeah.
Go read a book. Go watch old episodes of Sonic Song 182. I don't care. Just don't watch that, please. Have some respect for yourself.
Okay, I don't like how this is going. I'm gonna do this again. Weirdly enough, his original just wiggly thing I did, Sushi did, looks better. Let me...
Gavin's Animation says, "Play Platty, what pronouns do you go by? Trying to be on Team 182 myself." Welcome to Team 182.
Hello!
Gavin's Animations. I go by she and her. That's my, those are my pronouns, preferred pronouns. Let's see.
Oh, right, Sushi told me I needed to add some things over here.
Ricky says, go play PS3 Platty, which I can't do because Platt is one must be. Sorry, Ricky. If you're trying to add me on PSN, I literally have no ability to add more people because my friends list is huge. I used to play a lot of PSN back in college, and I still have a huge friend list because of it. So, unfortunately, I can't really add new people. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Mushroom Hill Zone.
Just over here stealing the show's gigantic, psychokinesis
Sonictron27
thing.
asks, KN, will we potentially see a stream where you will draw something by hand instead of digitally?
I'm not sure. My by hand drawings aren't nearly as good.
Really?
Yeah, because
Usually for people it's the opposite.
it's hard for me to fix my errors when I'm drawing by hand. So, if something you guys, those of you who have seen me do line art, I'll redo the same line digitally over and over and over. Like, I'll do it like 10 times and finally like, yeah, okay, now that muzzle looks good. That's a lot harder to do by hand because then the eraser marks, like, mess up the page. So then when you're drawing or coloring over, like, when you've erased something so many times, like, that part of the paper has an imprint on it. I can't, like, move the characters around. Like, I find it more difficult to draw by hand. Ow, my leg.
Mellow Morgan asks, Sonic 182, what happened to the old voice actor of Silver? You mean Psychorax?
Yes, that is who they would have meant. Silver never had another actor.
Yes, so Psychorax, I think that question was mostly for you.
Well, basically, like, we've explained it before, but the quick version of it is that, Psychorax, like, well, we went on, the channel went on hiatus and/or a break for, like, 4 years, and in 4 years, people, like, have a lot of life that happens, and so, by the time I had the channel starting up again, he had, you know, a new job, like a different job that he was, really working hard at, and it's like, you know, he needs to put a lot of, like, time and energy into, his own work, which I absolutely support. Like, at first, he really did want to come back, like, he really did, it's just, he was also, like, you know, it's just, he was also so busy, and so I ended up sitting him down and, like, talking to him a while, like, so that, you know, that he knew it was okay to focus on himself, because, like, you know, the Sonic Song channel and everybody who's, like, you know, part of it, we all do this for fun, and I don't want it to, like, you know, become something stressful for everybody, or, you know, or something that distracts them from pursuing their, career goals. And so, like, Psychorax is still, a good friend of all of ours. Like, you know, he and Platty still talk all the time. I talk to Psychorax. We're all still buddies, and he, watches the show, when he has the chance, and, so, like, we're all still on very good terms with Psychorax. We still love him. He needs to, focus on his own career right now.
He's
And
our big fluffy bear.
I won't go into, like, details about, like, and, you know, what he does, but it's got to do with, like, his own career, and he needs to focus on himself so that he can be happy and healthy and well cared for.
Exactly, and he gave me his blessing to be the voice of Silver.
Because, I mean, I'm the one in charge, so I casted you, but, you know, Platty's, like, the best possible spiritual successor to the character. Because, like, she and Psychorax would talk about, you know, Silver and what he would do in certain situations, like, even before they swapped the role out. So, like, you know, things that Psychorax would have joked about with Silver, Platty was able to pick that up and run with it ever since, and then add her own stuff to the character, too.
It's actually a lot of the new stuff that that I think about for Silver, I run by Psychorax beforehand, believe it or not. I ask him, hey, what do you think about this? Do you think Silver would joke about this? And usually he'll say yes. It's very surprising, but it's super relaxing to know that he really trusts me with this character, because this was something that was near and dear to his heart too.
Yeah, it sort of happens when you improvise as the character on the show for so many years, because a lot of the times, like, what the character says is, affected by your own personal experiences. Like, you know, so some of the things they joke about, like, that actually happened to us, like, and just, we project it onto, like, the character if it fits. And so, like, you know, there's a lot of our own lives, like, woven into the characters. That's part of why it's so difficult to, like, switch the role out to somebody else later. Like, you know, because it's very, like, the character's very much built up from personal experiences as well, so that's, helpful that, Platty and Psychorax have talked about the character before.
Yeah. Light brights.
Yep, the light brights.
That was all from Psychorax. That was actually something that actually happened to him. He would always tell us that, too. And
yeah, that was, like,
you poor thing.
The whole thing about Silver and the light brights that he gets for Christmas, that was, actually Psychorax's life experience. Like, poor thing just got light brights every year, just the same exact one.
It's very difficult to keep getting light brights every single year, different patterns and all, but it's just after a while you get sick of it. I would have been nice to have like a PlayStation 20 or something, but no, a light bright.
Poor Silver.
It's fine. I'll deal. At least everybody thinks I'm cute.
he gets to be the cute one.
What was that, Blaze?
You get to be the cute one, is what the director said.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was.
Oh.
I thought that was you.
Oh, no, I'm just repeating what KN said, that's all.
Okay. Let's see. Sender Smile says, KN and Platy, can you cook?
Barely! Like,
Instantaneously.
it's amazing that I have a cooking show because I cannot cook. I'm kind of like I cook for the family like at least twice a week. Like so I do, but I'm not like good at it. Max Cutie is saying that Blaze has a line on her shirt. I'm not sure what you mean like she's supposed to.
Like people are like saying like it's part of like how the whole dots thing.
Yeah, I
she
think
has a line
so.
on her shirt.
That's the line is that's there on purpose. That is not an accident. That's
Is it like a fabric fold?
No, it's almost like a jacket sort of like thing. Like it hooked together in the front, so it's like
I see.
It's a different kind of, and also I just drew all over Silver's face. I'm sorry.
Don't draw on my face!
I'm sorry.
No!
Calm down.
I want my face non-drawn.
You want to be no face?
No, not no face. I like my face. Thank you very much. Has it ever been discovered, like, what Silver's things, like, on the side of his eyes are? Is he wearing eyeliner?
I feel like they're just fur patches. I don't think that's something he can take off.
Interesting. So it's just, like, markings on his face.
Yeah, like, that's how I perceive them. They're facial markings.
Yeah.
This song makes me nervous. This level made me nervous.
This is probably, like, the only blemish on an otherwise perfect game. Sandbox Zone is really, like...
It was so stressful.
And then you can get time over so easily because of that lousy sand slide.
Yeah. I struggled with that one as a youth.
Yeah, same. Veronica Dolchich asks, are you gonna do Ask the Song Waiting to Directors anytime soon?
I don't know about soon, but I would like to do another one when Ames has the time, because, like, it was neat to have her in the stream for a little bit yesterday, and she's, like, super busy, but, like, you know, it's great, it's fun to be able to answer questions for you guys, like, here in the live streams, like, that's kind of like Ask the Sonic Directors, except the, benefit of doing, like, an actual one is that people who can't be here live at the streams will have a chance to ask questions, too. They do have to be, like, you know, randomly selected from, like, the selection pile and all that, but, I would like to do another one. Like, we intended to do them while I was away, but it's just I got so busy that I couldn't. But, yeah, hopefully we'll make some more.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking for other questions. How you doing over there, KM?
How am I doing?
E.
Doing good. Hungry,
That's good.
but I'm busy.
I'm excited to see you on Sunday.
Yes. That's
It's gonna be
coming up
rad.
really fast.
Oh my goodness, I gotta look presentable. I'm glad I'm getting paid on Friday.
Hooray!
And I could go out and buy some shorts, because I know it's gonna be hot.
Yeah. I think we're
Oh,
gonna be indoors
I always loved
mostly.
Lava Reed Zone. God, it's such a good stage.
Yeah, agreed. This was a good stage. This is the one that I drew like my comic. Like, I drew like a comic of Tails and Knuckles trying to save Sonic once, and it was like all in Lava Reef Zone.
Yeah.
We're on 2 hours and 23 minutes. My goodness.
goodness.
I've been drawing this thing for 3 days. Oh. I just saw an issue here.
Texas play. Roll them lemon and baby, try to stay with me. I love it. It is not the same without it gone. And baby, when it's over, it's not over.
Are you singing Lady Gaga?
Whoa. get him hard, show him what I got. Carry my, Lord, carry to my poker face.
See, you's got to love nobody.
I always love that about Lava Ray. It fits perfectly syncs up to Poker Face.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Don't even need to change up the key at all. Let's see. Cannon Platy, do you like to play with Legos from Sonic Tron 27?
I did when I was a kid. I had some Legos.
I was more of a Bionicles type of girl.
I liked to make, like, airships and stuff and put, like, my little plastic, like, dogs and cats on it.
Eee.
They would fly.
Let's see. Oh gosh! Sheath the Shadow Angel says, Cannon Platinum Speed, do you think Team Dark would play Cards Against Humanity?
Oh my gosh.
As it is a dark game? You know?
I can totally see it, but it would be something that we could broadcast.
You know, that is entirely true. Omega would not get, like half of it.
He would, like, understand what everything was, like, in a non-joking way, but I think he would struggle.
I do not understand. Why is this funny?
It'd be a lot of
This is-
explaining.
This is really horrifying.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is disgusting. Why are you laughing?
Wait, no, that's disgusting. Pretty much.
It was just like, no, Omega. The camping trip was ruined because of Grandma. That's the joke.
Oh, gosh.
That was like the most safe for work one I could think of. That was the one that always wins me, is like, why was the camping trip ruined? The winner is always Grandma for me. If someone plays the Grandma card, it's like, yep.
Nice.
Good.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
actually
Sky
eating...
Sanctuary.
I'm eating some of my, my yogurt now. I'm hungry.
Good. Do it. Let's see. Dav Gamer asks, Platy and Sanso82, do you watch Super Mario Logan? Isn't he the guy that does, like, the other plush shows?
There was, like, a handful of, like, plush show making folks back in the day. Like, I remember... I didn't really watch Super Mario Logan. I remember Spin Dash Pro, though.
Didn't he get he got one of his questions answered on Ask the Sonic Heroes at one point, didn't he?
I think he did.
Yeah, because that name definitely rings a bell.
He had some good comedic timing. But, and I know who Super Mario Logan is. I've heard of him, but I don't think I watched his work.
Let's see.
Multimedia Fangirl 200 said my yogurt is expired because it's been sitting there too long. Well, it's not...
You gotta eat more.
It's still kind of cold.
People are trending, like typing in, like, Lady Platy or, like, Platy Gaga because of the lava re-thing. Let's see what else there is.
Well, I guess I'll turn Sonic back on while I eat, so you guys can, like, look at him.
Woohoo! Let's see. I'm, like, trying to find some, like, other... People are all screaming that, like, Sonic is biting on Scourge's look. You know, if Sonic was wearing a leather jacket and different shoes, he would be evil Sonic.
Yeah, from before he, got turned green. Fun fact, the reference, like, for those of you guys who were on the stream, like, one of the earlier streams, I showed you the reference, image that I was looking at for drawing that pose, because I didn't know how to draw sunglasses on Sonic. I did look at a picture of Scourge the Hedgehog so I could figure out how sunglasses even work. Like, what confused me the most about approaching it is, like... Oh, what am I doing? Oops. Is, like, how does a hedgehog wear glasses? Like, how does this attach to his head? But, well, scourges are just kind of floating there, just like this. So I'm like, okay. Like, from this hand pose to the glasses in general, my reference picture was an image of Scourge. So if you guys think it looks like that, then that's why. The reference picture was Scourge.
Yeah. But whenever I want to wear shades, I just place them on my eyes, and I guess the arms just kind of, they press into my temples. It hurts. Oh, Shinx asks, did you guys ever eat things you weren't supposed to as a kid? I was the type of kid that enjoyed chewing on pencils.
I swallowed a nickel once.
I'm sorry?
That was not a smart idea, and I learned.
Oh my goodness.
And it was like, couldn't have swallowed a penny or something. No, it was a freaking nickel.
Oh, that makes my throat hurt thinking about it.
Yup, that was, I think I was like 4 or 5 or something, and I don't even know what
Everyone in the chat is going, what? Oh my.
Yeah, I see that.
OMG can.
I don't know why, like, I don't know what possessed me to do that.
Time to deposit this 5 cents. Maybe I'll dispense a gumball.
I think it was like, I was just like, I wonder if I could swallow this, and then I did.
Oh my god, it's painful.
Yeah, and yes, it was painful, actually, because it's like, it's a freaking nickel, so that was not a good idea.
God.
Mel S said they did the same thing, but with a penny. Shinx said, how'd that fit down your throat as a 4-year-old? I was like 4 to 6 years old. I was like in that range.
Oh my
Young
gosh,
and kind of
the
like...
worst thing I ever had down my throat was a bug, and that was because it was part of Mexican Culture Day. Oh my god, it was like, what was it? It was like deep fried, like crickets or something, or like grasshoppers. It was weird, but it was okay.
I had the opportunity to eat a chocolate-covered grasshopper, but I chickened out.
I mean, if anybody could make an insect taste good, it would be the Mexicans, because they are really, really good at making delicious things out of things that you wouldn't think would be.
Melbell said, when I was 5, I tried to eat grass.
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
I think everybody has experimented with eating grass before.
I think that's just like a childhood rite of passage. Let's eat something we're not supposed to.
Yeah, but a nickel!
Yep. Sapphire Acorn asked, did you have to go to the hospital to get the nickel out? Nope, not to my knowledge. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Stomach acids are a very strong thing.
Yep. Luna Loud swallowed a live ant before. That sounds horrifying.
Aren't ants like a form of like protein in other cultures?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, there's no shame in that. It's just to us Americans that is definitely something out of the norm, but it is not something that is inherently bad or strange.
Well, Ruby JNPR asked, "What's your favorite subject at school?" Or what was?
Ooh, that's a good question. What is yours, Cam?
My favorite was like English out of like the regular, I was an English and history person. I really liked those two classes, especially English. And for the not like the more artistic rather than academic ones, I liked theater.
Ames just messaged me.
Oh yeah?
I think she's watching the stream. And she just says lols at Nickel.
Amy, no! She's laughing at me behind my back.
You guys really are sisters.
Tell her to come online if she wants to.
Yeah.
Because then you guys can talk and I can color, because I need to finish this thing, I'm going to die.
Let me try, let me add her in. Oh god, I have to leave in half an hour.
Oh, bummer.
Why does this keep happening? Ames says, love you, KM! Let me add Ames into the call and see what I can do.
Would it be better to do... Well, we can start with that.
Yeah, let's see how that works out. Let me see. Add
Leon Crazy Man 07 asked, who's the older sister, or are you twins? We're stepsisters, actually, and Ames is the older one. I'm the younger one. But we only have like a month age difference between us, so... Well, a couple months, like 2 months. Yeah, Knuckles theme. Ow.
So because you're on FaceTime audio, I can't merge, but hold on a second. Let me figure something out.
Do you want to, like, recall me? Oh. Yep, guys, we're stepsisters technically, but we were, we were best friends, like, before that, like, before our families combined like that anyway, so we were basically sisters before that. Eh?
We're getting the band back together.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, yeah?
I have Ames on the phone, KN.
Okay, I heard an Ames giggle.
Oh wow, it's so... I forgot I have to pause this.
Yeah, there's a pretty big lag.
There is a horrible lag there. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Everybody, Ames is in the stream.
Hi, Ames!
Hello.
Alright, everybody, real quick, this is, you guys know who I am by now, but, this is, Sonic Song 182's KN. I'm the voice actress for Rouge and Blaze, and I make all the videos. We also have Platinum Speed, the voice actress for Sonic, Knuckles, Silver, Omega, and Understudy for practically everyone else. Hello, Platty.
Hi, everybody.
And also, we have my sister, Ames, who is the voice actress for Amy Rose and Charmy B, and she helped me out with a lot of the, plush episodes, and she's the one of us who can actually bake. I cannot. Hi, Ames!
Hi. Hello.
Yes.
You can bake here and there.
Sort of. But you remember, I'm the one that was putting, like, extra eggs in there? Like, because I didn't know that you did it, and, like, you looked up, like, what did you just do? And I'm like, I put eggs in it, and like, I already put in the eggs!
I think you were just excited.
I wanted to make pancakes, okay?
You just wanted to bake with me.
Yes.
That's all.
It's more fun to bake with somebody than by myself, because then I have to eat it all alone. I just was starting the shading, so now you and Platty can chat with the people. Elena Beatty said, have you ever played in a play?
Have I?
Yeah, you. Or all of us, I guess. Which is yes for all of us.
Melodramas.
Yeah, we were in...
melodramas? How fun.
Yeah, we were in, like, community, like...
I got to be a woman pretending to be a coyote. Named Aesop.
Oh, yeah! I remember that one. You were just some lady who was dressed up as a dog so you could, like... So nobody noticed that, like, the super rich lady's, like, pet coyote died. Oh my god.
That lady had some really weird problems, and they did, like, this weird play, with a play. Mako Vocaloid 3 says, at Sonic182, please tell me that you're taking Sonic Hero Sings requests. I'm standing by it with a few songs that I'd love to hear covers for.
Oh, by the way, Ames, we got a lot of requests for you to sing to have Amy sing Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid.
Aww.
I think that's one that would actually fit, yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
For your question, like, people have been tossing requests our way. We don't, like, specifically take just, like, one person's request or anything, but if you give us ideas, then it might inspire, like, an idea. Like, there's a lot of people who have been giving us, like, suggestions, so maybe it'll happen and maybe it won't. Like, frequently it's, like, if we get a popular request for something, or if it's actually a song we think one of our actors can sing, then we'll give it, like, a try, maybe. Because we're not, like, none of us are trained singers, except Platinum Speed. The rest of us are just a bunch of goobers who like to sing.
Yeah, I've been classically trained for quite a many years. I'm not that wonderful of a singer, but I have fun doing it. Let's see. Is there any way I could actually go on to Skype to talk to everybody? It sounds like I'm garbled to some people.
Yeah, I was about to ask you
call it
guys,
auto
can you guys jump on Skype instead? I think it might, we'll,
Yeah, sure.
cause we're gonna
Yeah,
we'll
sure,
lose the
I'll
music,
jump
but
on.
I think we'll be able to hear you guys a little better.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, the music's gonna get pretty quiet, but at least we'll be able to hear them a little bit better, I think, / hope. Hey! Hey! Alright. I'm gonna boost up. What's the...
What was that noise?
I made a T-Rex noise.
I just heard a.
I remember that. That was a sound that you made on the teacups ride a lot at Disneyland when we were all tired and kind of weird.
Oh yeah, like.
Yeah, we were exhausted and we were starting to get a little bit strange, and I remember that's the noise that you were making on the teacups ride at Disneyland.
We are so doing that again, by the way.
One day, I would love to do that again.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Ames, we need to get you down to visit
man.
sometime.
No.
I will pay for your ticket, Gosh Dingledang.
Huh?
I will pay for your ticket.
Well, that's one part of it, but I also have stuff at home. But
Yep.
one day.
Lots going on, lots going on.
GW Studios 34. That's a new name. I haven't seen you in the chat before. Welcome. What has all been your favorite moments from filming / recording Ask the Sonic Heroes? Oh gosh, there's so many to choose.
I
So
think
many
my
years.
favorite moment was
Oh
my
boy.
favorite moment was when somebody mentioned Silver being Shadow and Amy's child.
That's not true. That's impossible.
Just because everybody exploded.
You wheezing at that point. I was like, God, is Ames actually okay?
I was laughing and trying to hyperventilate as her.
It really
was
sounded
totally
really
true.
good.
I loved that one. The reactions were just great.
Silver isn't
Oh,
my
goodness.
son! Knuckles isn't my son! None of these people are my lineage!
What's with you guys? I'm not a father figure.
Poor Shadow.
It was great.
What about you, KN?
I think when we talked about it yesterday, the one that came to mind, like, what was the question exactly? Just a favorite moment?
While recording.
Oh, while recording. Well, I know we have like a good time like between recordings, but like I don't know. Like yesterday I said one of my favorite moments from one of the episodes was like the Sylvain's kiss thing because like that one was very involved. That was quite like there was like such a build up to that moment. And then it was just very wacky. Like that whole episode was really good. I thought the pickup lines were really funny and I just love how like Ames as Amy's just like cracking up because like everybody's directing the pickup lines at her. I've got the chest
I'm
here.
glad that you made my Sonic pickup line directed towards Rouge, though.
Yeah, that was towards Rouge, I think. I think
Silver's was the one that I thought was the funniest, and like you just hear like Ames in the background just really laughing about it. It was good.
I like what I see. You like what you see? I obsessed her. You're my #1 fangirl.
Yes.
You're the only fangirl.
Oh.
I think I would have to say my favorite moment in all actuality was probably it's gonna sound weird, but the Nuxuge kiss. That entire scene. Mostly because of the fact that the Panera bread. That was just kind of magical.
How did you find
Very
this
magical
specific
acting.
Panera bread?
It was just how well you picked up on that, like, cause like I had a feeling that you were just gonna have Knuckles at the Master Emerald Shrine, but wait, you added in that line, didn't you? Look who was finally off of Angel Island, or was that live? I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly. possible. Like, I remember that, like, I don't know, like, sometimes I might reorder lines slightly because it makes more sense, like, as a narrative, as introducing where we are, so I don't remember what I did in editing for that one.
Leave them alone. Yes, Box the Hedgehog.
Those are my mushrooms, you leave them alone.
Those are my mushrooms, you leave them alone!
It's like that sassy crayon art that goes with that one.
I love it so much.
She's just like, I am gonna eat
Go
these.
taxi your mushrooms, nutty. Oh, what's it? But yeah, no, that entire scene at Panera, that was just a really good time. I look back fondly on that scene. Like, I always end up rewatching it just because. And plus the little in-betweens of me, Vinny, and Tayo, of all of us, just like, guys, what are we gonna do? Well, Rouge is gone. I brought my 3DS.
Sorry.
Anybody got a deck of cards?
Get your gaga right!
Good. Yeah, Omega is a little monster, confirmed. I love it. I was just like, what can I do for Omega? Omega's just a champion. I love making him just like this little ball of fun.
Sorry, coughing all over the
Sorry, you're coughing,
Damn it.
Ames.
How dare you? How dare you do something that humans can't help but do? You jerk.
How dare you?
How dare. Let me see.
That's
Looking. Oh, yeah, Sonic Style Warriors like
No selfies with the Master Emerald!
Shadow's just like,
I love the face you
Sorry.
gave me. It was so cute.
Well, sorry.
sorry.
He got soundly scolded and he was surprised, I think. He's like, oh.
Like, oh my god.
He's just like a clueless tourist.
I think Knuckles is the one character that Shadow actually kind of like holds in reverence. I've always wanted to explore the relationship between Shadow and Knuckles because we really don't.
They don't really interact that much.
They should. I feel like because remember, Knuckles is a fan of Shadow's Instagram, which, by the way, somebody pointed out at the beginning of episode. What was it? It was the Christmas episode. At the beginning, Knuckles was asking, "What could you possibly be posting on Instagram?"
He was totally
like,
pretending he wasn't a fan already, and then he like came out later.
Oh, was that what you had in mind? I was.
That was my best guess for what was going on there. I'm not the actor.
I was under the impression, like, while I was going on, I initially kind of like flubbed up. But my excuse is that Knuckles initially had no idea that he had an Instagram account, and then he
followed him
went
like
on
in the
Instagram.
episode.
Yeah, like mid-episode, he was looking on his phone to look through Shadow's Instagram, and it's just like,
My god, this is so quality.
I love some of the comments in this box.
what is it?
Oh, excuse me? Annoying.
Shadow, I am your uncle.
What? What is happening?
I don't know. I've been lost for a while.
Oh my god, I just realized we technically have all of Team Dimension here.
Oh yeah.
Well, sort of anyway. Though technically Ames is the understudy for Marine.
I usually do the first.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Marine, welcome back from Pirate Camp.
Oh hi, Silver. I had a great time. What have you been doing?
We've just been, we tried to bake an apple pie, but, Blaze put the heat too high.
Oh.
Blaze, I told you not to get too overexcited with apple pies.
Well, I was having a difficult day that day. It was literally the only good thing that was going on, because Dr. Eggman Nega was being a huge jerk at the grocery store when I was getting the apples. And so, well, I was finally cheering up a little bit. I couldn't help getting a little excited.
Well, we tried to surprise you, Marine, with an apple pie when you got home, but,
There were
would you like some
incidences.
Pop-Tarts?
Oh, sure, I'll take a Pop Tart, but it's really nice that you wanted to make the pie.
Maybe we can try again.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll try again as a group.
Yeah, you know what we should do? We should have a Team Dimension Sonic Chefs episode. I'm sure Can would love to do that.
That would be fantastic, I'm sure. We'll have to suggest it to her.
Absolutely. Do you know any island recipes, Maureen? Something that we could try for the rest of the audience?
Oh, recipes.
I'll let you look through your cookbook first.
She's still
Nothing with
7. It's
chocolate.
not like... You gotta keep it...
chocolate and gummy worms like last time.
Pretty much.
I've made mud pies before. I thought
Well, yeah, but you know the chocolate fudge gummy worm pie that you gave was rather tasty, but I don't know if the people at home would appreciate it as much as we did.
might not.
Oh my gosh, what have I done?
I'm always under the impression that like Maria likes to like mix and match different like sweets. She's like, this tastes great. This tastes ripper. The two get together. It's truth. It's delicious.
It's true. Yeah. Adding in some of those slang words. I always forget them.
It's so funny. Like, he's Ripper. Whenever I hear her say Ripper and like it's like Russian Adventure, I'm just like, oh god. This. Oh, she's so incredibly like offensively Australian.
Yeah. Kind of.
Like it's like
Cute.
yeah, it's exactly like the same equivalent of oh, I think we were talking about this yesterday of like somebody doing an American accent like, howdy y'all, I have an idea.
By the way, GP16 saying use the fill bucket tool, it's easier. Fill bucket tool doesn't really work. Like, there's me using the fill bucket tool. Like, that works on, like, other programs, and it could work on Photoshop if I had them structured differently, but, like, there's some issues with that. Because, just the way I draw makes it incompatible with the fill bucket tool, so I can't see, like, if I tried to fill bucket his legs, that's what happens, so I cannot, but if I did my drawings more, like, differently, then I could do fill bucket, but I cannot, because of the way I draw.
It's more therapeutic to actually just color in, too.
Yeah, it's more like, traditional coloring.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. My laundry hasn't dried yet, and I have 15 minutes before I have to leave.
Ah.
I think I put in too much stuff. Do you ever have that problem where you throw stuff into the dryer, and you're just like, oh, okay, this is great, and it keeps drying?
Yes. It's still damp after, like, the whole hour you put on there. You're like,
You're right. It's depressing. It's just like, oh, God. Stay dry. Somebody, who said it? It was, oh, God, where are you? Oh, hashtag, Earhart Games says, hashtag nega jerk. And, Silver Miali says, welcome to Eggman Mart.
Yes, welcome to Eggman Mart, run by the two Eggmen. Grace, I hear you're trying to bake an apple pie. I will be taking all of the apples for you. Instead, I would like to see you try to make it with pears instead.
You're a monster.
Enjoy the taste of pear pie.
Fight me, Eggman! I will beat you for those apples!
Well, you have nowhere else to go. I'm the only local mart within this area. And if you buy 2 apples, you get the third one free with the purchase of any Chaos Emeralds.
What's wrong with you? I'm the only person who could... I don't even have any Chaos Emeralds.
Look, it's a really hard business at this point, and it's very difficult to make a good solid living.
You're in the wrong dimension, Eggman.
Fine. Pay up with a soul emerald. Otherwise you're just gonna have to shop somewhere else.
Why am I literally the only person who can shop here? No one else even... Fine.
Well, the only other people who shop at the Eggman Mart is Chow. And they don't even buy anything. They just kind of float around.
I'm gonna go find an apple tree somewhere and pick my own.
Fine, be that way.
You be that way.
I wanted a friend.
Also, your Eggmobile has a parking violation ticket on it.
What?
Harumph!
Great. Now I have to go and do that after I'm done with my jury duty.
I like making Eggman's sitcom Eggman.
Duh, 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 duh.
When are we gonna get Boyle voices over here again? I miss him.
I have no idea.
At some point, because I can only understudy for too long.
Found it.
Songtron27 says hashtag harums.
Harum.
Yes.
Ow. Evil dot. The dot of destiny. Okay.
Let's see.
Charmy cried.
Why am I crying? I don't understand.
B problems.
They told me to.
Tom, you have no reason to be crying.
The fans told me to.
Charmy, you don't need to be crying right now. Calm down, Charmy.
Okay.
Sometimes I worry about you, kid.
Charmy was in the B movie.
Yeah. Can I hear Charmy ask, "Do you like jazz?"
What?
Can I have Charmy say, "Do you like jazz?"
Just like that. Do you like
Yeah.
jazz? You like jazz?
You like jazz? So good.
You like jazz?
So good.
I just noticed.
My clothes are done drying.
Success!
Oh, thank goodness. Right? Just in the nick of time. Oh, and they're all warm. Oh, this is going to be so terrible. It's so warm outside.
Oh gosh.
Oh. I initially was about to say, like, oh, it's going to be so wonderful. And then I remembered, oh, that's right. It's disgustingly hot over here in California land.
Yes.
God, I bet. Ames, did you ever live down here?
In LA?
Just in the Southern California area. Like even for a little bit, or were you always in
No,
Alaska?
I've only. I've pretty much been in the same general area most of my life. I've visited, of course, so like 2 weeks at a time.
So I got really lucky seeing you while you were over here at Disney, huh?
Yes.
Goodness. Oh my.
It was a very nice chance meeting.
Yeah, I'll make sure that we all get some chance to be able to hang out sometime.
Yes. One day, this will happen.
Yes, that is a thing that will be happening. KN!
Yes.
People are saying your shading is good.
Oh, thank you. I can like do sort of better shading, but I'm not the best at it. Like it's difficult that's one of the harder parts for me. I'm not sure what I'm doing. But the practice is making me better at it.
Absolute Zero is screaming at me. What's up, Absolute Zero? What's up?
Flatty, wait.
What can I do for you? Do you want me to have Silver say, no comment? That's still one of my favorite Silverisms. No comment. I'm not saying that enough.
No comment.
Well, that's because usually he is then forced to make a comment.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit better about that. You know, it's not easy. But what?
It's no use. Drink some juice. Stop abuse.
It's no use. Chocolate mousse.
Chocolate.
Rubber goose.
meanie. I know.
What was it? Obtuse, Robert Goose, Green Moose, Guava Juice, Giant Cake, Snake, Birthday Cake, Large Fries, Chocolate Shake. I'm there.
Oh gosh.
Really odd parent.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes.
Frickin' Silver, and it's no use.
Poor guy.
I'm just.
Anybody who fights him knows this line.
True. You know, there's other.
No use.
There was another joke that I had that was of the same ilk as the "it's no use" joke. It was with Aladdin and how he says "Abu." It's like "Abu."
Boo.
Aladdin.
It's like he's like.
I know.
Aladdin.
He says it the same way all the time.
What are you guys referencing?
Well, Jasmine from Aladdin says Aladdin's name, like, the same exact way under pressure, like, every time. And one time, Ames and I, like, recorded every instance of Jasmine saying Aladdin in all 3 Aladdin movies. And just repeatedly, she's like, Aladdin! Aladdin! Like, exactly like that. And we just, like, that was such a... We were, like, 10 or, like, 11 years old when we did that. We laughed so hard, but, like, when we noticed.
Oh, you know what?
Funniest freaking thing.
I remember seeing somebody asking that Sonic and Amy should sing A Whole New World.
Oh yeah, we should totally do that at some point.
That would be rad. Ames, I'll send you my audio. I'll sing it and I'll just send it to you.
Alright.
So that way you can sync up. And I'll do the harmonies too, so that way we sound really, really good.
That would probably be best.
It is especially good because Aladdin has all the harmonies and Jasmine just sings the melody. So you'd be set. That'd be so oh my god, especially because Sonic already sounds a lot like Aladdin. Like, look at that, Boo! It's not every day you see a horse with 2 rear ends.
Oh, that joke that went over our head.
I had no idea. I never got that when I was a kid. I was just like, what?
I don't think most children do.
Yep, that we do not need to be the ones to explain it either.
Nope. You just keep on growing up.
That's what we mean.
Yeah,
if
you
you're
just keep growing up, kids.
young.
Alright, let me find my uniform. Oh gosh, but yeah, no, I remember Aladdin saying like "a boo" like, all the time. He's like "a boo." He's like playing Mario Party and somebody's trying to steal his coins. "A boo."
Yes.
Someone else is trying to include themselves into like ordering something, and you.
And you. A boo.
Someone that he doesn't know is trying to talk to him. Who?
Nice.
Aladdin's being kawaii. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo.
Aladdin
gets
Miss Magoo.
Smash. A boo.
Wait, what?
Fox the Hedgehog. Aladdin gets destroyed in Smash.
Boo. That's like his this is off-screen KO sound. A boo.
Oh gosh.
What would one of his taunts be? Not so fast, Jafar.
Not the best.
His favorite character in The Simpsons. A poo.
A boo.
He's talking to a rabbi in a temple. A Jew?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
By the way, Dana Marshall, among many others, in like the comments for like the Shiny video said that they'd like to hear us do like the Gaston song with Shadow. I feel like Shadow and Charmy would be like a great combination for the Gaston song. Yes, with Charmy as LeFou, that would be perfect.
No one could get Shadow.
slick as Shadow.
And I can't remember lines at all like Shadow. I'm sorry.
I'm incredibly handly manly. I can see I've got
Coolness to spare.
Not an inch of him scraggly or scrawny.
That's right. And every last inch of me's covering chest hair.
Oh gosh. Yeah, there's lots of neat things we can do. We need to be careful though because
It'd be perfect because you could actually say no one shoots like Shadow.
No one shoots like Shadow.
we
Gosh.
pretty sure
Right,
like
ends disputes like Shadow.
No one's stopping around wearing boots like Shadow.
I use emerald in all of my decorating.
my what a guy, Shadow.
I really want to know, well, the thing is with those is that the good thing is that we don't get copyright strikes, we just get claims.
Yeah,
and
we
that
get
just means
claims, which is unfortunate, but at least we're not like getting in trouble, like in a serious
exactly.
way.
Disney's, believe it or not, Disney's actually chilling out about that a little bit more.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I'm just glad that, it still allows the video to be shown, and, they take the ad revenue for themselves, and, if anything, they kind of earned it, considering all the production value that went into it,
Yeah.
like the movies and such. Oh god, I have 3 minutes to get ready. I really should be. I should not be drinking tea. I should be getting ready.
Aw.
Okay.
Miss Bloody has to go.
Well, I mean, I still have another half hour to hang out with you guys. It's just I'll be driving, so I won't be able to read the comments. But that's the glory of being able to have headphones in. I can still listen and answer questions.
Yep, just as long as you're still focusing while driving.
Yeah,
Of course,
you
I
can
always
have
make
one
sure that I have one headphone in and the other one towards an open window.
Good. Okay, I was gonna be like, no, don't do it.
Oh no.
Not
Remember, kids, if you have a hands-free headset and you're driving, make sure you use that hands-free headset. Do not get caught holding your phone. You will get a ticket and it will be sad.
Even worse than a ticket, you might get hurt if you're not paying attention while driving.
I mean, that's true.
I'd much rather somebody
you
get
can
a ticket than get hurt.
A deer!
Shadow,
I
no.
hit a deer! And then he has to call to ask me for my insurance information.
He's sad.
Indeed.
Very sad. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've never smelled it. It smells so clean.
Oh.
It's really sad. When you work at a KFC Taco Bell, all of your clothes smell like grease, which is not the word in this instance. It's got groove, it's got feeling.
I mean, I'm close to finishing this art. I'm finishing it today, though. I've been working on it for days.
Yeah, this is the longest time I've ever seen you work on something.
Yeah, well, I'm trying really hard to make it a neat design, and, and it was a very involved design, too. So it's been, 3 different days of, at least 4 hours in the stream. Here we go. That's gonna happen.
That's
What I want to know, would we be actually, would we change the lyrics for the Shadow song?
I think sometimes it's totally fine for us to change the lyrics just because it's sillier. I couldn't,
most definitely.
For You're Welcome, there wasn't much that needed to be changed anyway. We just did a Moana thing, and the same thing with Tamatoa. That would have been hard for me to change it up. To be but some of them would be fun. The Shadow one would be a total joke song. We would totally change the lyrics on that one.
No one means like Shadow is supreme like Shadow and is edgy to all the extreme like Shadow.
Oh gosh.
And is edgy to all the extreme like Shadow. There's a certain range you can only go with Charmy before he's just spazzing
heck out.
Well, that's the good thing about when you're singing as a character. Song like sing speaking is totally a doable thing.
Yes. Well, you remember when we did Nightmare Before Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
You should
Yes.
You should have heard Charmy trying to do the background la 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 la. Yeah, it was bad when he tried to do it.
Oh gosh, how'd you end up getting around that?
It was so tone deaf. I think Nux might have even kind of.
Did you
made
cut it?
Stop. I can't remember.
I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I'm pretty sure she was still in there. Like, we were all of us were half tone deaf in that musical. And so, like, if it was particularly didn't quite fit with the other voices, probably what I did was I added an echo and I made it a little bit quieter than everybody else.
That's probably what you did.
Oh, that's clever. That's really clever.
Just, like, whichever one was the strongest of, like, the group of singers would be, like, the loudest one, and then I would, like, kind of downplay the other ones underneath so you could hear what we were going for.
Yeah.
That's really smart, actually.
Do that. He was just spazzing and tone deaf.
We had a good time. We had a good time.
We have fun here at Size That Way.
Indeed.
Sounded like Markiplier, like if Knuckles was Markiplier.
Hello, my name is Knuckiplier, and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's 14.
That's getting really popular. That I mean, my
indie horror
5-year-old
games in
nephew
general are.
freaking likes it. I'm like, what is this? Why does my 5-year-old nephew like this?
Yeah,
Your 5-year-old nephew?
Yes, my
kids are getting-
5-year-old nephew.
Kids are getting so desensitized to horror at this point. It makes me sad. I remember back in my day, horror meant something. And it was true. Like your parents would like forbid you from looking at horror or like horror stuff. But now it's like everywhere. Where in tarnation is my hat?
I can't go to Andy's cowboy camp without my hat. Buzz!
Yay!
Buzz, I need my hat.
I like Amy pictures.
Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Give me that.
I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
I cannot find my hat in all actuality. Hold on, is it just like hanging around here? Oh wait, you know where it is?
Ruby? You know, I've seen some episodes. I don't know if they've made more. They probably did. Since people have been talking about it lately.
Yeah, it came back. I do not have my hat, and this is a bad thing. I actually need my hat. Part of my uniform. Guys, do you think my work will accept it if I go into work with a top hat?
Yes.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I was like, hi there, welcome to KC Taco Bell. How may I take it? I'm sorry.
Hello there, KC Taco Bell. Go ahead and order whenever you're ready.
Is it incredibly posh English?
Yes, hello, Pip, what?
Jimmy,
Yes, hello, I'm English. Pip.
That's a question that I had for you guys. That I was going to ask. What are some of your best accents that you can do? Like the accents that you know for a fact are actually relatively accurate.
None. Zero.
Oh my god.
I am not trained to do any accent in a way that can be called accurate by a native speaker. Like, if I were to pretend to do an Australian or an English accent, probably someone who wasn't a native speaker would be like, oh, that's pretty good. But, if like a native speaker was listening to it, it would hurt them.
They'd be like, oh, that's pants, isn't it?
Good.
You're not,
But I can
it's not.
totally make up.
It's not entirely good, is it?
It's not entirely good, is it?
It's like, oh, those were the pants, eh?
I have
that was
no
fucking
training.
That was really not. I love In It. It's such a good Englishism. It's so freaking great. Alright, time for this little birdie to fly away to her cage.
Height.
I wish I could pinpoint what my best accent is, but a lot of people say it's my Spanish accent, which I guess makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Because you're
Yeah,
like
all things
actually a...
considered.
Like you actually speak Spanish, so
Well, it's actually funny. It's actually funny because every single time that I do the Spanish accent, it's like people listen to it. It's like, oh my god, it sounds like it's Indian. And I'm like, it's like, no, it's not Indian. It's Spanish. It's entirely Spanish.
I can kind of see what they're talking about.
That's it, but like it's so much more Spanish than most people give it credit for, eh?
Much more Spanish, but I can see where they're getting that.
No, but like I enjoyed doing the Spanish accent, but a lot of people really like my English accent, mostly because it's I don't know why people seem to enjoy it. I don't know.
Arab accent.
Well, the thing about the biggest problem with doing accents is that you really have to really do your studying because otherwise, if you don't, it could get offensive really fast.
no. Yep.
But like, if you speak with an English accent, it's just I don't know, something very fun about it. It's just, especially when you switch it up with the different types of accents within the English accents. You can go incredibly posh. You can sound like you're incredibly stupidly posh, like you're from the southern rim of England. Oh no! And then you can sound like you're from Northern England. You sound like you're Cockney. You got a northern accent.
Yeah, that's really weird. The call dropped on me.
Oh,
that's weird. Where's Ken?
hello, I'm here.
I just heard her.
Oh, there you are.
That was weird.
I think I only need to shade tails and then it's done.
Sweet.
Oh, well that means we can wrap up pretty soon. We've already been in for like 3 hours.
That's true. While I'm driving, folks, do y'all have any questions for me? Since I can't read any of them.
Questions.
Let's have some questions for all of us, actually. I'd rather that we all get some
Andrea, I think we've talked about this before, but Andrea Guinto asked if any of us, know Undertale.
I do.
No, I do not.
I don't either.
Papyrus is a little baby. I love him. And Undyne and Alphys is OTP.
Nice.
You guys would enjoy Undertale. It's a short game, but it's a fun one.
It's pretty popular. A lot of people like it.
Yeah.
I've seen things here and there, but I'm not really. I've never really actually looked it up.
Oh boy. Super Starboy 13 asked, oh gosh, I can't find anything. Have you guys played Super Mario Galaxy?
Yes. Yes. Super Mario Galaxy is a good one. I mean, it's not my favorite Mario, but it definitely is a good one. I will not deny how incredibly good it is.
I like the music a lot.
I like the first one.
Oh, yeah.
I have the second one, but I
can
haven't
tell.
actually played it, which is kind of silly, but...
What did you say, Ames?
I've played through the first one, and I actually have the second one, but I haven't actually played the second one, which is kind of silly, but I have it.
You know, that happens.
The second one, I'm doing a playthrough of it right now, and it's basically just a whole lot of the same. It's like an expansion pack, is what it feels like.
I kind of figured. I mean, I think you get the choice of more Luigi and Yoshi, though, right?
Luigi is more like you can switch to him in the middle, like during the stage. I don't know if you can actually play as him for the entire duration or not, but I don't know. But Yoshi is in it, and it's I mean, he's fun. I don't know. I guess I'm a little jaded, and I guess I'm just I'm more looking forward to games like Super Mario Odyssey. Now that's gonna be fun.
Is that the one with Mario in the human world?
That's the one with Mario. It's the sandbox type. So yes, one of the worlds is New Donk City.
Oh.
I never liked the name of New Donk City. There's something about it that just is really weird.
It's very redonkulous.
Yeah, well, I know it's like Donkey Kong. It's supposed to be a reference to Donkey Kong. It's just like a Diddy Street, a Dixie Street.
Oh.
And also the fact that, Mario's first appearance was Donkey Kong and all.
True.
Ha ha ha.
any more questions?
Everything is shaded. I think we're done. I think the art is now finished. Yay! Like, it needs some other things, like, that Sushi's gonna help me out with, like, with text and stuff, but that's it. There it is, the art.
People were asking if you were gonna draw, like, a sandy floor.
Background and stuff.
I looked at drawing, like, a background on it, but Sushi and I thought it looked too distracting. Like, because there's so much going on already with the characters, even, like, a simple beach background didn't look quite right. Let me try again, though. I have a beach. I got one. Let me look for... desktop.
Ames, can you do Amy Rose voice and say hello to me and Ashley the Hedgehog? Hello, Amy Rose the Hedgehog and Ashley the Hedgehog. It is nice to meet you.
Goodness, there's things to say, things to do, things to answer.
Hey, Platty, they want you to say, it's no use in Silver's voice again.
Sonia the Hedgehog asked.
It's no use! Take this! This will end it!
Woo! This will end it.
This is...
Aw, thank you.
Whenever you do your Amy voice, I just want to pinch your cheeks. Her voice is just so itty bitty. It's lovely.
Aw, thanks.
Her voice is like the auditory equivalent of a hug.
Of a what?
Look, a beach.
Oh. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce names very well. A lot of time I read them and I go, what is this saying to me?
Yup, we try our best. Missy Morbid asked, do you guys have any advice for somebody who... Oh boy, it went away. Who...
It went way away.
It was about theater, but, it got, like, pushed up, like, really high. For someone who's going to be in theater. There we go.
Ooh, good question. For somebody who's going to be in theater, listen to your directors. Like, always listen to your directors. Always, if you are going to make a decision as a character, or like say that you're gonna do something that's not entirely written in the script, run it by your director first before you do that. Like, I could even say that for voice acting too, in all honesty. What about you, Ken? You got anything for potential actors?
Study hard? I was in some theater classes, but and I enjoyed it, but I wasn't, like, the best at it. I just, one thing I was pretty good at was, just remembering my lines. So, they like that. Like, try your best to memorize your lines and get off script as soon as possible. Like, your directors always, like, majorly appreciate it. Don't be that guy who's still on script, like, near the, after everybody else.
I say get to know your character. Make up a background if they don't have one.
Yes, get into the heads of your characters. That way you'll know, like, if something that you're doing is something that your character would do or say. Other than that, have fun. Because that's the thing about theater. It is mostly just, like, one of the most fun experiences you can do. Oh, yeah, just enjoy yourself. That's one of the jobs that people wish that they've had. So, really enjoy the time that you have on the stage itself. I could have sworn I heard an Amy giggle.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I saw a Shadow the Hedgehog reference. But that would make me curse. Is it alright to say? I think we've already cursed.
Yeah, but that was back in the old days before we had more kids.
Yeah. Well, it was Shadow the Hedgehog. They say it in the game literally.
Oh, are you talking about?
Oh gosh.
Chaos
I think this looks. I like this better without like the beach. I still think the beach is too distracting. But here's what it would look like if it was on a black shirt. Which is helpful that I did that because I realized I didn't color Blaze's daisies.
Not the daisies.
Not the daisies.
Not the snow. Not daisies.
Not the daisies. Maria.
Oh gosh. Okay, let me get these daisies real quick. Oh. I'm still on paint bucket tool. Oh, wait, I can't do that. It has to be the lowest down rung here. I have so many layers. Sorry. Here we go.
Maria.
Maria.
Up, over, and gone.
Up, over, and gone.
There we go.
I've known that was always a voice that I wanted to try again. Because back when I was a kid, I was able to do the Jaleel White Sonic like to a T. But now my voice is mostly like Ryan Drummond, like esque. So I'm just like, can I still do it?
Maybe. The thing is, our voices tend to change as we age.
Yeah.
Now,
I used to sound like
Tweet you, little bud. Now, once every single month, if some ignorant kid jumps into a clothes dryer like this one.
That's pretty good.
Hey, kid, there's nothing more cool than being hurt by someone you like. Well, if someone tries to touch you in a place in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
No, it's not.
Thank you, Sonic. God, the 90s were a much different time.
Yes. Oh dear.
I'm trying out background colors.
You can't run a Sonic channel and not reference that. That's no good.
That's no good. Hey, Robotnik.
Oh, that one hurts a little bit.
I got a one-way ticket for this robot jump of yours.
It's
Let
hard
me
to do
try
his voice
a
because it's
sky
very like
blue.
it has a very big amount of sass to it. It's a tough voice.
Sonya's voice or attempt? You're probably a bit better at doing Sonya's voice since you're doing Little White already.
What would Sonya's voice be? It's like, what was it? It was like,
Well, Sonic, I think that is between you and me. I think I'm the leader of this band.
I think it sounded kind of like that, yeah.
yeah, it's not an easy voice at all.
Sonya's?
No, it was literally him trying to be a female.
Well,
I'm not exactly sure what kind of line she even said in the show because I didn't really watch that one. But it was literally Jaleel White trying to do Sonya's voice, which ended up sounding kind of strange.
Yeah.
That's my Sonya.
Well, Sonic, do you think you have had enough turn-ups today?
No, don't do it.
I like to think that was a pretty okay one-ish. I don't know, it's a hard voice to do.
I'd have to study it.
But, you know, Manic's voice is totally easy.
Do it and try again.
Manic's voice.
I think Ames would do a really good Manic.
Like, yeah, totally. Totally, bro.
Yeah, totally. What did Manic sound like again?
Yeah,
I actually don't remember.
He was totally raspy. Just kind of like surfer breath. Yeah, bro.
Let me try this one.
You know, I'd have to listen to him. I don't remember what Manic sounds like.
You would do a great job voicing Manic.
Just because he's similar to Charmy, maybe?
Yeah,
In that
mostly. People actually liked my Sonya. Wow, I'm surprised that I
Sonya was
actually
pretty
did
good.
it.
Manic sounds like a surfer dude. Huh. Yeah, he's totally like surfer dude. He's like Michelangelo after Michelangelo. You know, Michelangelo was always there because it was the 80s. Yeah.
The 80s.
Yeah, bummer chorus.
That was always my favorite thing from Sonic Underground.
Wait, what?
That was a phrase that Sonic would say. He's like, "Bummer me horrors." It's like major bummer.
Bummer me
But he
horrors.
ended up he was trying to make it like Spanglish, but mejores means that I guess mejor. Yeah, it's like major bummer, but it means like better bummer.
Better bummer.
It's like better bummer. Hi. Howdy, crew.
Hello?
Hello, what?
No, I'm just
Are you talking to me?
I'm just no, I'm chilling inside of my work until I have to clock in.
Oh, okay. Like what? I hear people.
Y'all are gonna be enjoying the sweet sounds of a
business
of a KFC Taco Bell.
I was showing my staff the different like ideas for colors so they can help me determine like what to do there. So that's what I was doing with all these like backgrounds here. Oh gosh, my arms are sore.
Silver making Blake.
The only problem with the blue is that you... Oh my gosh. Only problem with blue is you can't see silver psychokinesis on this color.
Might be.
I think, hold on a second, since I have 8 minutes, I'm gonna chill outside, so that way there's less background noise for you guys.
Yep, that was much sound.
Let me...
Why is
Yeah,
Amy's
let's make these...
That's actually part of her capri pants.
Oh yeah.
Buddy, make Shadow say I'm the coolest. Multimedia Fangirl 200.
Oh, I'm the coolest. A lot of people really want to hear us say that.
I think they wanted Shadow.
I think they just really just want to get us to get under Shadow's skin.
And then like the minute like Platy has to go. Hang on a second here.
Yeah, well, shouldn't we be saying our goodbyes?
Yeah, I think so. Hang on a second.
Oh, Sassy PG, Sonic, I'm waiting. Or are they? Do you want me to say that? Like,
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
People want me. Why do people want me to do Scourge? He doesn't. I don't even think he has a voice. Doesn't he? Isn't it like confirmed that he has the same voice as Sonic?
I don't.
Like,
actually.
I remember they were saying there was a comic where like he was on the phone, and like they were confusing him for Sonic.
I imagine they're very similar.
Yeah, I think the thing about Scourge is that he sounds like Sonic, but he's definitely a lot more rude. So I'd like to imagine he just kind of has a little bit more of a crude and like it's kind of a little bit louder, kind of yelly.
I think so.
Sorry guys, I'm doing lots of stuff behind the scenes at the moment.
Well, that reminds me. I was really excited about that role, but it never came to be.
Which one?
Being Rosie the Rascal. Like the crazed one, like her mind.
Oh my gosh, how would Rosie sound like to you?
She just sounded really crazy and in love. She was just creepy. I'll love you to pieces, or smash you to pieces, was it?
Can you scream that for me?
Which one?
I'll smash you to pieces.
I'll smash you to pieces!
That is beautiful. My God.
Be a creepy Amy.
It's so wonderful. My God, I really love it.
I really wanted to do that, but it never came to be.
Yeah.
I just saw Tails and he just looks adorable. Also, Absolute Zero. Also, Absolute Zero is just going, oh no, oh no,
Oh no,
oh no,
oh no.
oh no. Yeah, guys, no worries. Next time Knuckles shows up in Absolute Sonic Heroes, I'll try and see if I can make him do some more oh no's for you guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! I've had enough! Oh no!
Sonic
Oh no!
Sonic Adventure, whenever it was Sonic versus Knuckles, whenever they would attack each other, they just do that. They just go, oh no! Or, oh no!
Oh no.
It's wonderful. Logan Hancock says, Sonic, please say you're too slow. You're too slow!
You're too slow!
I remember I did that the first time, and I was trying to make it my own thing, and I was like, nah, I'll just... Then afterwards, anytime I've done it before, since then, it's just the Jason Griffith way.
Can you say I'm the coolest in Amy's voice?
I'm the coolest.
You see what I mean, though? Like, people really like hearing to say that.
In different voices.
Yeah. Alright, so, there's 4 minutes until I have to... It's 4 minutes until I have to clock in, so... I'm gonna hang up my purse and my keys. So did y'all wanted to say some goodbyes to some folks?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of something at the moment. I'll be with you in a second.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Meow, 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 meow.
When do you start work,
Meow,
Platy?
meow.
4 minutes?
Pretty
What's
soon
up?
here.
When do you start work?
Yeah,
4 minutes?
Yeah, 4 minutes. Yeah, I started at 4.
Right. Let me see if I can do this in time. I was trying to do something before the end of the stream, but I think I might miss it.
Oh no.
What are we doing?
You'll see. If I manage to do it. This should be the official banner on the actual shirt. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Chilling outside a little bit more. I have 3 minutes.
Did you watch Sing? Yes, I have watched Sing.
Was it
Jab
good?
Gamer.
yes, it's cute. I liked it.
That's good. I was hesitant to
Singing
watch
and
it. I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I was hesitant to watch it at first because of the marketing wasn't very good for it, but I'll have to take a look see.
I remember seeing McDonald's for it. For the marketing. That's really all I really remember.
I know in my city, during the summer, they're going to be showing it for free. So that'll be a thing.
I watched it somewhere, but I don't remember. What are images in search? I'm sorry, I don't know much about the comics. I've only seen here and there.
Let's see, Supersonic Starboy asks, guys, is Hypersonic canon? Yes, he is. Hypersonic is canon, it's just that he hasn't appeared again since, because the Super Emeralds.
There's so much stuff in the background. Yay, a beach!
Alright, y'all. Well, I have 2 minutes before I have to clock in, so I think now it's time for Platy to say goodbye.
Everybody say goodbye!
Bye, Platy.
Much love, everybody. I'll see y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Yes, thank you for joining us while you were able to do so. It is always nice to have you, and you got to see us actually finish the image. It took me days.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice. Sorry. Everything on Earth started happening, like, in the background, like, as soon as I finished.
Always.
Oh yeah. I was like, wait, now everything on Earth is going on.
Now there's a lot of screaming of buys and I love it. Cute meowing. Thank you. You'll hear a lot of random animal noises from me. Sorry.
Yes, that is.
The chicken.
That is
comes up
A-okay.
a lot.
Alright, well, yes, we probably should, we probably should wrap it up. I've got, like, all kinds of things coming in from, like, work. Like, if you guys heard all that buzzing, that was, like, me getting, like, 20 text messages work-related. So,
oh my gosh.
Stuff going down. There it goes again. I'm getting more. Okay, everybody. Well, again, here is the finished Sonic Summer 2017 design. We need to, I'm gonna have Musical Sushi help me out with getting, like, text that looks good and, anything that needs to be adjusted for, like, placement and stuff, but this is the, fancy thing that we're going to do. The shirts will be available on Teespring as soon as we have, the design finalized. And once again, thank you guys for voting on which characters should be on the shirt. The input was super cool, and it was fun drawing everybody, and oh my gosh, thank you for all of you tuning in for like 3 live streams. I've been live streaming this drawing all week. I'm kind of tired now. Phew!
I imagine.
Oh, yes. Alright, and yep, that's about it. So we need to finish up. I'll let you guys all know when the t-shirt is actually available, and hopefully that'll be soon. Now that the hard work is done, like the actual design's done, we just need to do like text, and then I need Melvin and Jazzy to help me out with like getting Teespring to work, because they're the Teespring champs. But anyway, I guess we better wrap it up now. Ames, you remember how we said goodbye yesterday?
Yep.
Alright, let's do the thing.
Alright. Goodbye, Absolute Zero.
And I'm number 2 here. I'm player 2. And goodbye, Earhart Games.
Alley Cat 98.
Amy Howe.
Amy Rose the Hedgehog, or Rosie the Rascal.
Ashley the Hedgehog.
Bailey Young.
Benjamin Sawoya.
Box the Hedgehog.
Brett Shuster.
Corvinius Killerblade.
Dana Marshall.
Dav Gamer.
Day Day Colors.
Donald Beto.
Ooh, I'm not sure how to pronounce this one exactly. D. Wrigley 98, I think.
Elena Beauty Betty. I'm sorry. Every time I get to that name, I'm sorry.
Beatty, maybe? Gabriel Andrada.
GB.
Goomba Luigi.
GW Studios 34.
Holly 2217.
Ice Queen Original.
Inesen Cryo.
Inventive Creator Z.
Jamie Kleinkoff.
Janaya Jones.
Jasmine Ortiz.
Joanne Johnson.
Kami's Gift.
Kendall Thomas.
Kevin the Devil Hog.
Kika 133.
Lego Dimensions Fandom.
Leopard Ted.
Light the Hedgewolf.
Logan Hancock.
Lucario EV2344.
Lucy Atkinson.
Lyrical Miracle 9608.
Mari.
Mario Sonic 76.
Max Cutie Hedgehog 2.
Mel S.
Mellow Morgan.
Missy Morbid.
Nate Go.
Nicole Cholog.
No Name.
NY Ree.
Phantom 7620.
Plushy Child.
Popular Mus Fan.
Rosnan Shari.
Sana the Suncat.
Sapphire Acorn. Ooh.
Sassy BG.
Scott Conlon. That confused us both.
32, I think.
Yeah, I think
Not
that's...
sure what happened there.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, and Shadow World's 32. Next is Silver Mayal.
Silver Heart Girl 1001.
Sonya the Hedgehog.
Sonic Tron 27.
Sonic Speeder 77.
Sonic Baby Blue.
Super Starboy 13.
Tells Gamer 24.
Tanaya Daniel.
The Silver 189.
The Sorens.
Thomas Roll.
TMNT Hedgehog 5.
Toka Sketchings.
And just a few more guys, Usami Ichika.
Winter Wonder.
And Zab Super 88 Lashadel. All right, there we go. Thank you very much for joining us on the 3rd live stream it took to complete this piece of art. Oh my gosh.
Thank you very much for viewing.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, yes.
See you there.
Bye.
Yeah.